Laurinaitis.
He should buy a helicopter and become a magician.
John Laurinaitis.
Who had a mansion. He had so many things. He went to casino. He started drinking, doing this and this, and now he's living with one of his family members. You know, pretty sad.
His name John Laurinaitis.
Friend of a friend.
First name Jay, last name Laurinaitis.
No. His name's actually Adnan. Adnan.
Joe Booney.
How you doing, RDA?
What's up, man? I got a basketball question for you.
Yeah.
Who do you think will be the first NBA player to start banging Kobe's wife?
You know what? I'm not into this, but I'll say it.
I'll tell you who it's gonna be.
It's a
It's
fair
gonna
question.
be Delonte West.
Manute Bol.
It's going to be Greek the Freak.
Manute Bol.
You know?
My money's on Manute.
Giannis.
Or Hakeem.
Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Somebody.
She's a beautiful woman. Okay,
Somebody gonna get up in
You
there.
don't see her.
Did they tell you, Joe, not to answer these sort of questions when you sign that contract? Because now you're a media man.
So RDA, you know, I respect RDA. He's a network, you know, and I answered the question.
That's how I test Joe. See if he's ready for the big leagues.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're a living network, Ross.
I want to know more about this
like
Joe
a
Booney
Matrix.
deal. To be quite honest with you, what
Cosmic just sleeping at the wheel over in this bitch. It's not that easy, is it,
Joe.
Cosmic?
Joe, we need the details on this contract. How did they find you? Who scouted you?
Oh, they found me because on a Facebook video went viral.
The one where you cried about Jose Batista, was it that one?
No, it was the Green Bay. I was talking about the Packers. They lost
Oh,
against
the one where you cried about Ben Roethlisberger being injured.
There was one of them. They saw that one too. They liked that one actually.
Oh my god!
Is that the Corona one?
Look, this is the problem. Is I'm not gonna be able to tease Joe anymore because he's gonna become too big.
But
He's gonna forget all these people at the bottom.
I'll never forget the RDA Network. I'll never forget you. I won't forget anybody because you guys, you made me who I am. That's where I'm at today. It's because of you, beautiful people, not because of me. Yeah, I worked hard, but you're the guys who advertised me. You know, who's brought me up to my standards. You know,
Mhm.
We believe
Not so much Ian, but the rest of us. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
with
the
that.
rest of us did.
Yeah, but Ian always supported me. He was on my show. We're talking about, you know, Kyle and all that. You know, he really
Ever been
advertised.
on his show, Ross?
Not behind your back, though. I have been on his show, actually.
Ooh,
Ooh, Ross, you got something to say?
ooh,
Yes,
Ian
you
and Ross,
fat-
are you guys beefing?
Your shaved head picture, you look like Chester Bennington's fat, untalented brother. I wanted to say that.
That's a great insult from 15
Let me tell you
years
something,
ago.
Ross. He's not untalented.
1 second.
Yeah, Ross, did you not see the acting reel?
I will take Ian with me. Absolutely.
I'm a fabulous dancer.
Yeah, I did see the acting reel. I think Andy could fucking own your faggot ass, Ian.
That's actually Ross's grandmother.
All right, I'm back. I wanted to say I apologize to Ian because I thought all the sucking dick when he started and being gay was just a joke. But after seeing that shit, my bad.
It's real.
You're a faggot.
Ooh.
I think this might rope Andy back in. He's like, oh, I got a partner.
Well,
Are we
Ross,
exposing Ian for his faggy
Ian's
art in the
down.
background?
I was thinking it's time we stop coddling you.
Oh,
We give you
good
a
luck
lot
with
of
that.
passes around here.
Good luck with that.
For instance, you know, you like to say like that you make me cry, but I've actually caught you almost crying on several occasions, Ross.
Have you name them?
Cosmic,
I've
this
even
is where you
clipped
ring the
one
bell.
of them up. You ready to watch Ross almost cry?
Yep. Let it up, Ross.
Ian, we're almost ready to watch Ross almost cry.
Hey Ross, let me know when you I can become one of your have a show on your show.
Somebody said they were gonna head up working that out with you, Joe, and obviously they're a fibber.
I got nothing.
I don't know who it is. Was it Bellin?
It probably was, Ross. I don't remember.
Joe, when are you available for a spot? Basically,
I like
whenever you
Monday.
want to do it, we'll do it.
Mondays are good actually.
Ross,
Show me
Monday's good for
crying.
you. We're negotiating with Joe Boone.
I almost cried on the
How did you
Luis
get that?
Gomez podcast.
You almost
62,
cried
he
in
was
front
in the
of Lewis.
Korean War. He got
I
sprayed
did,
with
I?
Agent Orange. He smoked for 25 years. Double pneumonia, I believe.
No,
That quiver in his
62 and you were
voice.
12. That's fucking.
I think that's more like it's 120 degrees in my fucking garage.
I think you're sad about
And I
Lewis
hadn't
Orange.
slept.
Talking over it. Let's quit
Why
rocking.
is your
Wait,
dad
could y'all
dead,
hear it?
Ross? Why is your dad dead?
I got Ian
That's
so
the
triggered
audio.
he's going through the fucking archives. Ew.
Sorry, well, I'm sorry. My dad died when I was 12 too. So
How did
Yeah.
Sounds like crying. It almost
he was
sounds like crying.
62, he was in the Korean War. He got sprayed with Agent Orange. He smoked for 25 years. Double pneumonia, I believe.
Woo! I barely got that sentence out. He was choking it up.
It
You're
was right
trying.
there.
It's not gonna work, though.
Double Agent Orange is where it kind of got him. I heard it.
This has zero effect on me.
Heard the quiver in his
That's so
throat.
ironic.
What's next?
12 years old.
Yeah, no, you can't get me. I talk like a man. Did you hear me talking
That's
about
right,
there in
that's
front of
true.
Lewis? Did you hear the man in my voice as I was
I
quivering?
cut my own hair and it looks 20 times better than the bullshit you paid for. You look like a fucking retard. You paid a fucking retard to give you the retard cut.
Listen, no
Fuck
haircut
is wrong
gonna
with you?
is gonna cover up your ruined face. Don't forget you have that half an abortion face.
Do I? That's a
With
good
your
one.
jaws stapled back together.
That makes zero sense if I said, you got a horseshoe face, Ian.
So talk to me like a man.
shit,
'cause You're a
Ian.
man, Ross.
You got a Wendy's
your-
Frosty Cup face. You just making
Ross,
shit up.
was your mother always a
Do you have a
whore?
hat of insults that you pull one or two out and you put them together?
Was
Is
she
that like some
always
kind
a
of
whore,
fucking...
Or did she just start throwing it around when your daddy died?
Is that like a comedy work group type
Is
thing?
that how she got shoes for you? By selling that pussy?
Oh, he's
Who
doing
was
the
it, your
baby voice.
teachers?
You know who else
Your
did the baby
friends?
voice thing? Jimmer when he got
Did
uncomfortable.
Did Jay bang your mom?
Go ahead, Jimmer.
Your principal?
Ian,
Your
Ian, go.
neighbor?
Ian.
Instead of misery, he's just miserable. Go ahead, miserable.
CEO.
Ian, just
CEO, tag in.
Ian,
Tag.
just
Help me,
ask him what-
CEO. Help me. Help me.
Just
He's
ask
trying
him
to
what
ask a
6 times
question.
4 is.
I want
Or,
Joe.
no, it's 7
Six
times.
Oh, but wait, CEO, let me ask something first. Joe Booney, what do you think of Chris Walsh?
Yeah.
Don't you think he's stupid? Yeah. Ha.
We need to
Ian,
talk
what do you-
about
And what do you
something
think,
better.
Dylan?
Like
Why
being
don't
a
you ask
man,
him
and
about
talking like
Chris
a man. We're here to
Benoit?
talk about man stuff.
Ew, you
Listen,
sound like a
hey, Joe
beta.
Booney, how's
Okay,
your man
beta.
cave going?
I'm sorry, beta.
Man.
Somebody wants my sweater. Who's that? Sin.
Oh
You want
yeah,
my
that's me.
sweater?
I want to put it in my
Somebody says,
man cave.
I want
Yeah.
more.
Ian wants you to take it off.
Rolls over for
I'm good, man.
brewskis.
I'm
We're
straight.
gonna sit under your jersey and be men. Ugh.
Ian wants to see some
Bunch of
nipples.
Proud men. Ain't
This
no
is a
boys
very
around here. We're proud men.
sad attempt.
What's up?
CEO, would you like to comment on what we're seeing right now? You like this? Are you
Ian trying not to
enjoying
cry. Jimmer namming.
Ross, would you like to see the tape of you almost crying?
Sure, play it.
Let's
Did we
go
already
ahead and play
watch
that
it, or
one
is there
again.
another
this?
one?
Tape
you
number
like to-
2.
I didn't make tape number 2, but
Aw.
Oh, I already had
would you
Beef
like to
Tango
say-
pulled up.
Ian's crying.
It's weird, though, I haven't-
Cry in front of Lewis. Your big break.
It's weird though. I haven't seen anyone in chat or anyone on panel agree other than you.
Why are you looking at
Good
that?
joke.
Stay here. Be present.
It's on the screen. I'm not on a phone in a car. I can see everything. I have 2 beautiful screens in front of me, and my phone.
Yeah,
Ian,
how do we
many
know that was
screens
a
do
real
you have?
tape? How do we know that this wasn't a face swap? Like Ian has the technology to do that stuff. Clearly,
Oh,
This
shit.
might be a
Ian,
Ross Dog deep fake.
Ian
It might be a
fake the
deep-
crying tape.
You think I'm doing both voices? Yeah. Yeah, be a
He
man.
might- this could be a deep fake.
Why am I the only person on camera too? That's the question we should know too.
Because you're prime.
Ian
time,
doesn't
we're
fit.
not.
You're the big star.
I don't know.
You're
about that.
signed to a contract. This is our
Hubble
celebrity
telescope wasn't available for Ian.
I want to meet
thing. I
CEO.
remember when Nick wrote that joke. That was
I
great.
stole it, just like I stole his show. And it still stinks.
Ooh.
Now it's mine.
Now it's White Phillip, and it still blows.
Now we hang out with Cosmic.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
CEO,
This show is falling apart.
It's okay, Ross.
Ian,
We'll let
I'm-
you
I
call
don't know
in.
what Ian's all upset about.
I don't either. You know what we talked about last time, CEO, when you weren't here?
But
He was like, you and CEO ever had to just do a show together? And I was like, actually, yeah, we have before. It was great. No problem.
we could do it. We could talk about the 86 Mets.
We've done it on Cult of Black Phillip plenty of times. We don't
Where
need
they
to.
fucked your
actually.
mom.
We can kick you out. That's what you want.
You know, Ross, we've been treating you with baby gloves.
Huh?
What are you talking
So-
about?
Who's
I-
we? You and your wife?
Well, you know, they do point out I'm the only one that's coddling you.
Is your wife in your ear right now?
You better
Ross,
get Ross. You're
kinda
the real.
cringy.
It should be Ian Dog. Get him.
The
Can
way
be-
you brag about Wendy on Howard Stern and
Relax.
the way you want to be part of Gas Digital and
Yeah,
Kinda
I
gross.
sure do.
Hey, CEO,
Sign me up.
Wednesday?
What?
Want to go for dinner on Wednesday?
What?
Chat
What about
wonders,
Wednesday?
is Ian on his period?
It's on me. Dude.
I can't hear what Joe Booney's asking me.
I said,
Would you
do
like to go
wanna
out for a meal on Thursday with Joe
wanna
Booney,
go
a
for
lunch
dinner
date?
on Wednesday?
Joe Booney this week is really busy for me. Perhaps the following week.
Okay.
Ian, I knew Ian wanted to bring this stuff up. I got to be honest with you. It's just like yesterday.
Ian, you crying back
Saying-
there?
Ian was
He's
saying
crying
this
back.
to
Hold on,
me.
guys.
Ian was saying this to me yesterday. I don't know what. I mean, like, I'll
They're
be
sending me
honest.
the ambulance.
I'll be honest with you. It sounded a little bit like
Ian's a little
language.
upset because I just as a complete stone joke said I'll do some animations of my own because Ian's too lazy to do what I told him to do. Actually serve a purpose and do clips of shit around here, but anyway, he's like, holy shit, Ross made more than one person move at once? How did he do that? I've been doing this for 12 years. Ah.
Ian,
You
Ross
retard.
accused you of underlying
Don't
resentment.
be jealous. I wasn't trying to show you up.
Ross,
God.
your cartoons are cute. They'll
I'm
get
not going to
better.
make a Mersh character, don't worry.
You can have Mersh.
Nope.
I'm
don't
glad
want
to
'em.
see you finally doing something
I turn
creative.
them down. I don't want them. Refuse.
Instead of just hanging
He's yours.
out with the true
Don't
crime
want 'em.
community. Please, Lemon, please give me some subs and views. Please, I want to be down so bad, Lemon.
Who?
DM me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I'm
Who?
just doing that for the show. That's you with Lemon. Oh, come on, baby.
When?
Sex with me. In the
When?
DMs, nigga. In the DMs.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Lemon, I want to make some lemonade. You think I
okay.
get your panties wet?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Fake news. We don't like fake news. Fake news. No collusion.
No.
Yeah. Well, you break up with
No
her.
collusion.
You scared her off too. Couldn't even
Ross
hold
is saying
lemonade
you're
down?
colluding with lemonade. Or Ian saying that, Ross.
No comment.
Now,
Mm.
Ian, what would you say if hypothetically Ross came to me and CEO when you weren't around and said he wanted to start a new podcast called the Three Kings Podcast, and we were just gonna kick you out?
Yeah.
Lane, if that happened, I would throw my
Punk
computer
bitch.
through a window.
You ain't got a window or a computer, bitch. Now what? You in a car. You roll that shit down,
hang out
last.
with my wife. You got one of those?
No.
Ooh. Come on, CEO, you got to ooh for me.
I have a
Did you
great
just,
person in
wait
my
a
life.
second, Ian? Are you? Don't do that. Come on, man.
Oh, he can do whatever. He's fine.
He's got a
Ross.
perfect wife. at
Anything
home.
else you want to
Wife
Jimmer
perfect
Nam about? You want to give out my name, address, maybe?
Oh, well, I wouldn't
Because you
bring it
have
up,
no
but you've
jokes.
mentioned it on several. You've mentioned it on several.
Since you have no jokes.
Yeah, there's one of Jay's lines. You really want to be associated with that? Yeah, I got no jokes. Me, Ross.
You
You're doing
don't.
a great job here.
You don't. You're
Ross,
being a
what were
little
you
too
talking about when
butthurt.
you said I'm gonna be
Being a
I'm gonna
little
be
too
talking like a
butthurt.
man. If you guys want to talk like men, come hang out with me. What was that about?
Yeah, talk like a man, bitch.
The only man who's really talking like a man is Ross Delgren.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
holy
You're the man.
The rest of it's gibberish.
The other one's
You
got
know,
a contract
I
in less than
think
12
that
years.
Ross Dog has been a cloud. He's been doomy, gloomy. He's
Nope.
making a lot of wrong moves. Spent
Couldn't
way
be
too much
better,
time.
actually.
I have to be honest, Ian. I don't.
Couldn't be better.
Ian, I don't see it that way. I'm being quite
No?
honest.
Well, how do you see it?
It definitely sounded like Ross got a bit emotional there, but I don't see him making wrong
Nope.
moves. That's how I see it. I don't see him making wrong moves. I think Ross
Nope.
did a good job, man.
Ross, you know what the problem with this true crime shit is? And anybody
You're
that we
still
troll,
talking about it? Go ahead.
Oh,
anybody we troll, you don't want to live there. You don't want to spend so much time.
I'm not going to true crime streams, so whatever you're saying
community.
makes no sense. I'm not in them. I'm not there. Show me where I'm there. Huh? Timestamp? Stream?
For us,
Anything?
I couldn't show you where your show is.
It's on this network where yours done from.
yeah, Ian.
Stupid.
Good
To be
one.
fair, we're on the non-Cosmic Camp channel right now.
I don't even know what RDA is. Nah, I got him.
The question is,
God,
where's
this
RDA
is fucking
Network?
bombing.
Ian Ellis at?
Is it bombing? You just uncomfortable, Ross.
You know?
I think it's compelling.
You're bombing? No, I'm used to it. But I feel for you.
Oh, that was a good one. Did Andy write that one for you?
What's funny
I'm
is
not
that
bombing
you're
you.
not
No, you
laughing
are.
at all.
No,
You're
you
actually
are.
butthurt right now.
So, what's going on, chat? Let's review what's going on so far. So I don't know, for some reason on Cosmic's channel, everything hasn't like uploaded completely on my computer for some reason. So I can't get to the very beginning, but basically Ross, comes in and he kind of takes a shot at Ian real quick. After they had their little shit last week, he was kind of still hot about it. And he comes in and maybe jokingly he was like, what do you say? He was like, oh, he cut somebody off, kind of like how Ian does on the show, or how he's been accused of. And, giving Andy a cruise of chubby. Hey, baby. And so, anyway, he was like, he came in there and he was like, just playfully taking some shots, but there was still some like fresh wounds. I guess Ian was just ready to rip ass. And apparently, according to the CEO, we hear that Ian had DM'd him and said, "Hey, I'm going in on Ross, man." And I'm curious to see the DM and what CEO probably said back. Like, "Hey, yeah, that's up to you, man. Go for it." Or if he was like, "Yeah, man, I think we should too," and then just kind of like backed out. But who knows, right?
In your car.
Ian, can I tell you something?
I'm being real, bud. Being real, bud.
It sounds like he got a rattlesnake in your car.
I'm talking
Ian.
like a man, bud.
Ian, Nat Close said.
Okay, keep repeating that.
Nat Close
It's getting
said.
funnier.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, CEO. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say Nat Close said that you're pissing on the floor and bed like a kitty right now.
That's right.
I don't know. Ian told me he was gonna do this, and I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
It's funny. It's cute. He'll probably go, "Oh, I'm Ross and I'm a man." He'll probably do that one again for the 8th time.
Quoting you. Ross, why do you get so butthurt about me not talking to you? Why do you feel like I'm not talking to you?
You're not funny? This happens? You're like a
No.
woman?
But how come on the show Ian won't even talk to me?
You asked,
No.
nigga. Shit. How you gonna ask and then say
He
no?
won't even talk.
Is Ian funny? That's a great question. Is Ian funny? 1 for yes in the chat, 2 for no.
to me. Why do you pout like that, Ross? Do you think it's cute?
Why'd you run away crying instead of addressing this when you were here last time and ran away?
I didn't run away crying.
You got the balls up a week later?
My
I'm
phone
gonna
lost
get back in there and
energy.
get Ross. Yeah.
My phone lost
Douchebag.
energy, you fucking retard.
douchebag.
No,
That's
thanks,
right.
Kenny.
I want to see that tape because we've seen the Ross dog quivering thing. I want to see the Ian quivering thing because I haven't seen that yet.
No one
where's that,
remembers
Ross?
where it's
Ian did
at.
right.
Now that's another fascinating thing is that Ian came in here already ready to go. Like he had his nukes aimed. He was ready to fucking go to war. And maybe that's the appropriate name for what this is. It was a Cold War. Did you guys feel like this was building up for a while? I'll tell you what I feel like it really is. I feel like it's just two different dudes, like two guys that are just into different stuff. It's like a marriage, right? Or like a relationship. Like, okay, guy and a girl meet. First thing that happens, you might talk about, you make so many concessions. You're like, somebody says, hey, I like hot dogs. And you're like, I'm not really into hot dogs. Okay, sure, yeah, I'll eat a hot dog with you. then later on down the road, somebody might say, "Oh, I really liked Shawshank Redemption," and the other person might be like, "Oh, fuck yeah, I really don't. I'm not into that, but okay, let's watch it." Well, then like a couple years later, things get more serious, and it's like, well, I'm gonna have an abortion, and the other person's like, "Whoa, I'm totally not into that." Eventually you get to a point where it's like this relationship, certain things have to be defined, and I think that's kind of what happened, especially with like the bump in numbers for Ross Dog, and now the Lewis and Ian like connection thing, right? There's more factors playing around right now.
Quit his show a little bit.
Yeah, he did. Thank you.
Ian, you
No,
rage quit?
my phone died.
Rage cry.
And these little babies are trying to spin a story.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you saying there's some collusion afoot, Ian? Joe Booney said there was no collusion.
Are you
Once
saying
again,
car
Cosmic
phone
is
chargers
hot.
don't exist?
Collusion.
Is that what you're saying, Ian? Car phone chargers don't exist?
Cosmic.
It sounds
when
like
I
Luis
use the-
Gomez is
when
in
I
his
use
car.
the car phone chire, when I do that, I have to
See-
use the earbuds.
Yeah.
And you can't hear me. So
Yeah. Anything
I just
Ross
plug my
says, I'm
phone
just
in.
gonna go, yeah, like a woman. Ah, I don't want to hear it.
Middle of
Whatever.
talking when you interrupt.
Whatever. I know it sucks, doesn't it? It fucking sucks when someone's talking.
Ooh, Ross,
Jackass.
sounds like we
Oh,
got
let me
something
ask a
here.
question
What
first. Hold
what
on.
we're up to?
Hold on, let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Ian, they want to know if you're gonna come to fight night on Saturday.
Here he came. He got his
No.
ass beat. We could barely hear him.
No, I didn't. I chased off your little boyfriend Jay. I smashed.
Did
I was
you?
the hit of the night. I made the show. You're welcome.
You guys don't understand. This
Ian
is
has Alzheimer's.
I just want to talk to the chat for a second. This is just me. This is healthy. This is airing of grievances. This is how we move forward.
Yeah.
Gay.
Move
No
forward.
We did this last time and Ian ran away. That's the
CEO,
gay
would
part
you-
about it.
CEO,
Okay,
would you
well,
like us
I'm
to talk
here.
about
Was With Apologies better with producer Jay? Or do you guys feel like producer Jay going away made things more interesting? Now, I will say that having producer Jay there did give Ross Dog like maybe a feeling of like a less overwhelmed feeling when they would talk about their Dante shit. He'd be like, "Well, hey, at least I got Jay here. I can talk about other shit that we talk about." And then it seemed like there was a balance there. Now, I will say, though, that people, a lot of times these guys are talking about, oh, the show used to be great. The show used to be great. I feel like this episode right here was the best episode ever. So, I don't know. It's interesting to me.
anything
Okay,
else right
whatever.
now, or do you want us to just stay right here?
I think we should
Stay
stay
right
right here for a
Right
little
here.
bit more.
I'm good.
I'm so glad that they said, most people will be like, oh, come on, guys, let's get along. No, fuck that. This is good shit. Keep rolling.
Are you, Ross? You want me to
I
run
smoke a
away
bowl in
again?
my garage.
Make you feel better?
You have one of those?
I'm
You get
gonna do
chased
that
out to
too.
the car.
No, we should
Are
get
you parallel parked on the street?
Oh, Ross, don't make fun of him for not. I don't have a garage either. I mean, come on, man.
You're not talking shit.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, Ross. If only I'd been a plumber, I could have been much happier in life.
I don't think he could handle it. It's a little harder than breading chicken.
Ooh.
You had to go to college for that one to learn how to turn a pipe. and
No,
flush
you
a
have to
toilet?
be able to do a push-up and see your
4
dick.
years, 4 years of training for that one. Water go down hole. If hole clog, water.
This is where
not
it starts
go
to get
down.
pretty vicious.
Unplug hole. 8 years of that, Ross.
When he tries to touch his toes, his fucking belly
Year
button
4,
stops his
you're
nose.
You're in pipe 100.
Penelope
Water still
says,
go down
Ian,
hole.
Ian,
I'll share the comment. See.
yeah.
If you
Yeah,
say the
dude,
name,
I thought that was a good
Sorry,
one.
buddy. I got you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Jealousy
Uh,
is ugly.
Ian Ellis, Tom in the chat is saying that you're mean spirited.
Yeah.
And jealous.
That's part of the show. No.
Yeah. A little bit.
Of what, man?
Better animation skills, looks, life, channel.
Ross, do I have to
Can I
tell
keep
you
going?
animation is
Jokes.
trash? Do you
That's
need to do
perfect.
that?
Creativity,
I think it's cute. And you'll
has
get better
sound
in
of
time,
voice,
but
sexuality.
Now, a little background for those of you who are subscribed that might not be subscribed to these guys. So, like, Ross jokingly at the end of their last episode, Ross was like, "Yo, man, maybe I'll fucking just make a cartoon to just, I could make a better cartoon than you, like, no problem." Ross goes on vacation, and all of a sudden we start to see these cartoons pop up, right? And that, I think, was the trigger for Ian. Ian was like, what the fuck, man? And, like, Ian took that very personal. And so Ian's going after Ross Dogg's. I mean, it makes for a really funny fight because they're ripping on each other's cartoon fucking abilities. I mean, I don't know.
Hair,
Characters
eyes.
walk off stage and don't have legs. They're in random ass places. They're too long.
What?
How about you slow down and figure out what you're doing before you put out every episode?
Can you take your own advice?
Oh,
On
shit.
what? You don't love Philip Wave? It's the greatest fucking thing ever.
Okay.
Ian, I don't know if the guy you're arguing with is going to take your side in that.
No.
Helen
I
brings
like
up a good
Philip Wave.
point. Ross,
Ian
is it
makes
possible
sense.
that
Ian-
Ian... Is it possible that the stresses of making delicious chicken is a lot more intense
It's
than
the
we could give
hormones.
it credit for?
You don't understand the
On his
decisions I make in
hormones,
that
it explains
chicken
this
room.
woman-like behavior. Yes, I'll give him that much.
I'm deciding how to roll the chicken, how to fry the chicken, how to arrange it in the package.
He's one step away
It's
from
very
a Mexican
stressful.
lady.
Chicken by chicken, one leg at a time. That's how I get through the job. You can't look at all the chickens that are ahead of you. Just deal with the one in front of you.
One leg in, one leg out.
Get busy breading or get busy down.
Oh, excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
Oh, Neclo, are you turning on me? He says I live in Chicago.
In
Like
the
Red
chat,
Bar
they
and
were
David
saying
Walsh.
that there was a
I thought we were
possible
friends, Neclo.
sexual tension here.
You did nothing wrong.
Ian, you're asking all the kids to choose a parent right now. You're not really putting
No, I'm
anyone
not.
in a good position.
Yeah, Ian,
Ross said, yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this, okay? I didn't put in
Ian's
all
just
this
the
work to
creepy,
throw it away.
fucked up haired uncle.
So this is just a transition into, I'm gonna stop coddling Ross. He's in this. Well, all right. Now I'm gonna treat you like I treat everybody else.
Okay, bud.
All right. Let's address the chat. Clear Floss Construction. I like that name. It's like flossing your teeth or something. Pound Road Pug. Okay, you guys, this pug, he's from New Zealand, okay? In New Zealand. Andy Cruz Pod Trash. Who's CEO? Now, this CEO, when he first showed up, he was trolling saying Z. That's where I was. I was in the chat. Pug is a Kiwi? Absolutely. Now, a Kiwi, why do they call them Kiwis? Is that where they grow kiwis or some shit? Or is that like a derogatory term? Is there some type of like fucking indigenous person on that island that they call Kiwi? Anyway, sidetrack over. Let's get back to the video.
Okay,
No more
Jimmy.
worrying about you backing out. You're here now.
And I'm coming full force, bro. I gotta check out his cock.
Ian is basically saying he loves you, Ross, and he wants to treat you treat you how he
Like
treats
people.
everyone he loves.
I know,
Treat
but
me
we
like
did
he
this
treats
last
himself.
time and he bitched off and ran away. Why are you doing this tonight?
Does Bellin sometimes, does he get kind of nervous and try to just cool things off a little bit? Is that like a Bellin thing?
It's cute how you keep
I
going
wasn't
back to
even
the
supposed to
story
be
that
here.
You know is wrong. How about you?
I get the same way though, especially if I'm around two friends. Like even if you're on air, you're like, God damn it, come on! It's just too uncomfortable. You really don't want to be involved in that kind of thing.
Make a joke or progress the story. That's a
I
note
don't
for
want
you.
to.
Ian Ellis
Mr.
needs
Master
As soon as you
Broadcast.
admit it,
Ellis needs a lot of action these days.
I don't have to do anything.
That's right, Joe.
That's true.
I'm doing it.
Why don't we do like
Doing it
back.
wrong.
why don't we do like
so,
CEO said and air some grievances?
Well, you want a clip to
We're
lighten
not
it
doing
up?
that right now.
As soon as Ian stops trying to slap fight me.
You want to lighten it up for a minute?
What are we gonna watch?
Pull up Oliver Tree DeFango.
Oh,
And
Defango.
so this is a
I'm
question
right
for
here.
the room. So I'm talking to you too, Ross, because you're in the room.
Nope, not
Do
listening.
you think this is
Ross,
real?
pay attention.
There he goes pouting
No,
again.
it's
Yeah,
bullshit.
pay attention, Ross. Do you
Ross,
think this is real,
no
or is
pouting.
this some of Oliver Tree's Andy Kaufman horseshit?
Don't care.
Ross, let's not be disruptive.
Let's skip ahead here a bit.
You being a black cloud over the show?
You're like a kid in class who wants attention, Ross. Let's lighten the mood. Come on.
Oliver Tree's like kiddie porn. He's like 14. I'm not watching this shit.
I want to say this right now.
Faggot.
Okay.
Come on, Ross.
What the fuck do you know about making
Ross
music?
all butthurt.
I hear your little
Fuck do you
couch
know?
chest tape. I want to say this right now.
I like the little shots
That
underneath
sounds
the
like
video.
music made by someone who doesn't know anything about music, so they have to make a fucking parody.
I'm a man.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys.
What are you, some kind of fucking Weird Al Yankovic minus the hair and the talent? I don't fuck with you,
Agent
Fantano. I don't
Orange.
fuck with anyone who tries to
got-
cross you.
I
when
got
you're trying
bread
to
and
be
fuck.
a
Okay, all right,
promotional
all right, all right.
thing.
Let's
Let me just say this. No, let's
just take another fan
well,
question
dude,
instead.
it's just I don't know if anyone.
They
Yeah.
don't get involved.
Andy
Yeah, where
was
is
pretty
Andy?
active in the Discord. Haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah,
him.
let's just keep spinning this round and round in circles. Way
I'm
to
not
go,
Discord
Ross.
much anymore either, though. So to have Belinda's kind of like your Opie in that situation.
Juice, real.
Yeah, we're
Real.
yeah.
Relax.
Well, Ian, fuckface, there are people who make German lady videos, but those
Sorry,
aren't me.
guys.
I don't
I
spend
gotta
my life doing that. That's
Like
people
I said,
around
this
us
video
doing
is still
that.
processing,
And Ian,
so I'm
like,
having
you know,
trouble finding
Like, on the other side, like, I mean,
exactly
what's
how
living
to
there?
skip this shit.
Oh God. I just want to know, how long has this been brewing?
CEO, what
12
if
years.
I told you that
Since you left.
that this is your fault?
I know, but
that
that's
you
the
were
thing,
the bridge.
I feel bad because I do know that both Ian and Ross both want to blame me, which is fine.
It's like an
I mean, you're not the
ecosystem
one
wrapped
crying
around
right
it.
now, so.
No,
Yeah.
but
Well, after you left, Ross became a real sad sack, and he's been crying about me not talking to him enough. And saying, "I'm gonna be a man. Come be a man."
So, I guess Clear Floss Construction in the chat says that smartphone threatened to beat up Cosmo earlier. Aww. And they're close. Like that's the thing. Like I hear every time I hear Smartphone go after Cosmic, he's like, you know what? I should just drive over there to Dallas and beat your ass. It's hilarious. I mean, that would be fucking great. They should both live stream it though. I don't know who's your money on, like Smartphone, like a high rolling $60 steak eating, YouTuber, or well, I mean they're both YouTubers, or Cosmic Cam, a Cosmic Cam, right?
With me, Ian. Come on, be more vile. Be vile.
All right, so do that. Just be more vile.
Not at all.
Johnny, sorry.
I have a lot of country music videos to shoot, and I cannot afford to blow my image by being vile.
Good one.
So I had something I wanted to say about the different community. Well, I think I did say it. You don't want to live there. All right. Ross, I feel like you're being a cheap version of yourself by chasing after views from these stupid communities.
What community?
Like the true crime community.
Not in them.
So I haven't seen like 17 posts about German lady in the last month.
Nope.
I
still
think
got
I have.
German lady. I don't know.
Look again.
Ross, are you gonna have a conversation with me, or are you gonna be a dildo?
If you stop making shit up, go look again, and then we'll talk when you get back.
I don't
with the
have to
millions.
look. I remember.
You're
putting
on the
these
wrong
things-
channel.
So right now the accusation being lobbed against Ross Dog is that he only does videos about true crime ladies and stuff like that, like old true crime ladies and that whole community. And Ian said, well, yeah, like your last 12 videos were German lady. And obviously, it's like a fight. It's like an argument. They're exaggerating. and 30 videos he's done or whatever.
German lady, hot or not? It was
No.
RDA channels.
No.
Lane, is there a clone RDA channel I don't know about?
Everybody's been talking about the German lady. Who is the German lady? Is she like?
Now we're going to find out here in a minute that Lane has been privy to DMs from fans and collaborators of the show about the direction of the content. So stay tuned.
No, Rev or Joe, we're gonna leave her alone. We're getting out of there. We have an exit strategy.
AKA
We're
Bellin.
just gonna leave.
Sorry.
We're gonna pick up
I
our
actually
ball
have
and go
0
home.
videos about her. 0.
Okay.
Alright, I'll go to my channel right now
We're
and I'll
just
count them
gonna
out for you.
obfuscate from reality.
No, I'm gonna read you out every single stream name from now and going back. Okay.
Can we put up
5
Penelope's-
animated series, none of them with German lady. Fight Club with Rev, Griggy, Randy's Life, me and Cosmic went on and fucked with some people. Hostbusters on with Apologies, Saving Robbie, RDA Fight Club with Apologies, Ian Ellison Hostbuster, RDA, Brian St. John, Griggy again with Apologies, RDA Fight Club, Ross vs. Ian Ellis.
You can go anywhere. I don't even care that
But
you're
there's
punching
so
down on
many
these dumb
fools to
bitches.
milk. There's so many fools to milk over here. It's so funny. It's so absurd and foolish and ridiculous. It's hard not to watch and laugh
Let
for
me
me.
ask Bellan a question. Have you or have you not? Is he here? He's not even here.
Hey, Ian, I'm just.
We shouldn't be having these proxy wars.
Yeah, I mean, Bell and Cosmic
Bell
never
and
been on
we
any
have-
true crime people
We
stream.
shouldn't be having
Pretty much all of us have except you, Ian.
Have you gotten any DMs about this cringy behavior?
I have been told by some people that there is too much inner drama going on with not even the true crime people, but people in the chat come from the true crime world. So there's just a little too much suspicion of like, well, who is a spy? Who isn't a spy? Who's taking screenshots? And I wish everyone, all the people on the shows and all the people in the chat and in the Discord would just not give a fuck if anyone is a spy or taking
like that, like a man.
screenshots or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That's all. And that's just the thing that I get every single day. I go into Discord and there's new rumors, there's different people starting them all the time. Different people are getting ousted for different reasons. Really, besides people that are complete fucking problems like Rev, Sam, and Lemonade, I don't think there's any reason to kick anyone out or to run anyone out, even if you fucking hate their guts. They just watch the same YouTube streams that we do, and that's all. That's all.
Does Belland speak for everyone? Is he like a would you put him like, how do I say this? Do you see him as like the medial representation of this community? I feel like he's well balanced, right? He's slightly vile, but he also has some virtuistic characteristics, right? But I don't know, like people have accused Bellin of being the whole, and I don't know. I don't see it. I think he's willing to go after somebody if they deserve it. If you guys remember the Great Jimmernam Wars, Belland was willing to go, have conflict as long as it was, like I said, virtuistic. You know what I mean? If he was behind it, and we all remember the great sovereign citizen argument on 4th of July.
I just want people, and Ian, you do it too a little bit, where you take people that come on the air and you kind of scare them off. I haven't seen Andy in a week. Andy was a listener. Andy was a listener for a long time before he came on the show.
Andy is still a listener.
It would be a shame for Andy to go away just because, you couldn't have had maybe 10% more
You know what?
couth.
You know what Andy was? He was a parasite. And he would come in, he would always try to like reference stuff that we've already done to like show like, hey, I'm in.
Now, Ian's about to make a great point, so I want you guys to really zero in on this.
I'm with it. I know all the references. It was like a mask that he was wearing, because then he ran into the CEO and had no idea who he was. and we want you to be who you are when you come in here. And it's okay if we don't like you, but don't pretend. Don't be a poser. Don't come in and act like you know what's going on.
Don't try to appeal to the audience. You're saying, Ian. Well, Ian,
There are conspiracies less complicated.
Is Andy Cruz pod trash? Is that the Andy Volin? Is that the same guy? Or is he just ball busting in chat?
Than this.
The first time I ever talked to Andy, I told him that he should probably not do the With Apologies podcast, and I think this was on Cosmic Show. I was like, specifically because I can feel your improv energy, and you and Ian Ellis will not get along.
No.
Now,
Well,
Andy's a man. He can do what he wants, but he did not listen to me. I did tell him you probably shouldn't come up.
Problem I have with Ross, where he brings these people in here, and I'm not sure how to treat them, and he tells me, like, I brought them in there so that you would trash them. So, like, he brings these idiots here because he wants me to be vile, but I don't want to just be vile to them off the bat.
And then you say, I don't want Jay. Get rid of Jay. Hey, Ross, we could probably get Jay on. We could probably get Jay on next time, yeah. Hey, Jay, come on, Jay. Hey. Oh, yeah, Rev's an idiot. Hey, get Rev on again this week. So which one is it? You say the same thing. You'll say, get Sam to call in. You've never said get Sam to call in ever in the history of With Apologies?
Supposed to be a character.
Okay, just keep talking to some other shit and avoiding what I'm saying.
I'm asking you a question.
I asked you a question first, so...
Oh, this is where it gets... I think this is probably the height of the argument. They're about to... Like, if they were in front of each other, they'd probably punch each other.
Answer mine first.
All right, what was
That's
your
how
question?
it works.
Go for it, sweetie. What was your question?
Why are you gay?
Don't steal mine.
You gay.
That was an intelligent question, Ross. I'm glad you're here to engage in the conversation.
Because you're not listening, you're just talking over people. You never listen to anyone's questions. I asked you a question as you tried to go, no, but answer my question. While I was asking you a question. That's why you didn't hear it, jackass.
Are you done spurging?
You don't hear anybody but yourself.
Huh?
Okay. Oh, no, let me talk like you. Oh, he's being a little baby now. Oh, he's being baby
how you just keep
Ian.
running away from the fact that I'm trying to talk to you? You know, the number
Cosmic.
one thing you cry about?
No, that's not what you're doing. Actually, you're Sam Hilling right now because I asked you a question, and instead of answering it, you talked over it and then said, oh, what's the question?
Ross, your question was, why am I gay? So
No, that was the question after you talked over me.
That was his
Because you're a spurg. Spurg.
Cosmic, can you...
Is the Reverend Sam Hill the great smartphone? Did you go after Cosmic and say you were going to push him over in his ladder? Or push his ladder over while he's washing windows? That's not nice. Be nice.
help me because he's such a spurg I can't pay attention.
You're a Southern gentleman. You were raised with manners. What's wrong with you?
Good one.
What was
I'll go back to sitting in my chair.
I don't know what the original question that was asked was. I just wanted to ask you, Cosmic, if
nobody heard Ross's question?
No, because you talked over it, dickhead, and then said, let me ask you a question.
All right. Well,
Economy of words.
Sound familiar? Let me ask a question. You don't do that, right, Ian? No. Ian doesn't do that. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Ian doesn't ever do that.
Stop being an emotional
Never. He never does it.
Focus and
I'm
have
going
the
to talk louder just like you're trying to do and just talk over you. No, I'm trying to have a reasonable conversation about the show. You won't answer any questions. Why are you being a crybaby? Ian, I'm trying to talk to you. You just keep talking over me. Doesn't it suck when you just have that?
All right, you made your point, Kyle. You ready to ask your question?
Thank you.
For what? Ask your question, Ross.
For nothing. No.
Okay,
you ain't the boss
so
of
can
me
I
now.
ask mine then?
You ain't the boss of me now.
Oh God, he's singing Juice WRLD, Ian. Do something before he sways me.
No, he can have the room. CEO, what do you think of this?
Oh, talk to the hand. Ooh.
CEO, come on.
This is
Give us
that
your
ass
2%.
Fight Club shit where you
Guys, CEO's talking.
I'm glad that something productive is finally happening in this fight. At least we're getting to real issues. Real
ass issues.
You think somewhere like Mersh and Lewis and Jimmernam are just all listening to this, like in Lazy Boys sipping tea?
Oh, they're enjoying this for sure.
With Ian's
So
wife.
Ross, when you bring these people
Oh,
on,
shit. Oh,
is
she's
it
enjoying this.
expected-
Absolutely.
Is it
Ian's fun
expected
time being
that I'm
ruined?
going to be vile to them, or am I supposed to just take them as they are and treat them as characters if they're characters?
So the accusation is that Ross brings people up, as Ian says it, brings them up, and in private DMs he says, "Listen, I've got these targets. I'm gonna let you just annihilate them." And Ian's like, I don't know whether he's pretending it or if this is what the case is, but he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I thought Ian enjoyed Vile. When he goes after these people, it feels authentic. It feels like it's just natural for him. So I was surprised for him to be like, I don't really want it. But I feel like Ian just wants to talk about the subjects, the topics that he wants to talk about. It's like if Ian had if Ian figured out how to do what Sam Hill just figured out how to do, I feel like Ian would probably just do his own show, right? But can Ian do a solo show? I can't. I got to do it this way. I mean, that's hard. I can't fucking do that shit. It's boring. I'm already bored with this, So, yeah, I don't know. Can he do a solo show? It'd be interesting. Let's find out, right? Come on, Ian, do a solo show.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ian, can you not be surprised when people don't expect you to be off the rip vile?
Well, here's the thing: is he keeps getting these people like Andy and Rev on, and I don't necessarily hate Rev, but Ross keeps giving me shit behind the stage, like, no, you got to be mean to Rev.
No, you're
Like,
asking for
why?
Rev.
He works for the show.
Oh, maybe if you knew the rest of the community and the women in it. Oh, you don't care about that. That's right.
You're
If
not
you did
doing
know
this on
Rev.
their behalf. You just
No, not at
bringing
all.
these
People I talk to
here.
every day. You wouldn't
He
know.
was the worst
You have no
employee,
clue.
though, Ian. He
Won't
was
even
the worst
discuss
employee.
this with you. You
That's
don't know what you're
fair.
talking
That's
about.
fair. No, it's fair. I said.
When it
Yeah.
comes to Discord affairs, you're basically just like an outsider. Like, I don't even know what your rank is in there, but at this time, it's probably like 300 because you're not there. So I'm not going to consider anything you say about the Discord.
That is accurate. and
How
fair.
about that?
Now, Ross brings these people in there, and he expects me to do the Fight Club thing of.
Didn't bring
fighting
them in there. Didn't bring them in.
You explicitly brought them there.
How? They were in my
because
car?
you
I brought
wanted
them
me
to the
fight with
Discord?
them because you thought the fights would be more.
So if I go
entertaining.
through my DMs, I won't find ones where you're saying, hey, make sure Rev's there.
Yeah, absolutely. I want.
So then what's your fucking point, idiot?
point
You just
is
said
you
I
bring
brought
these
them and
people
forced them.
trying
You're
to-
making a point that I'm forcing them on you. You just admitted you asked for them.
You're trying
Suck
to
my dick. Oh wait, you'll do that.
manufacture. You're trying to manufacture fake.
Not
drama.
listening anymore. Just keep rambling with your point, even though you're wrong. I
You
just
want
shut
me
your
to
whole
be
point down.
Vile to people for no reason. You want
Yeah,
me
like
to
you
act
did to Andy.
without
That was
purpose.
hilarious. Remember how you ended that message with Andy? That was fucking hilarious.
Right, but Andy didn't have to go.
Thank
through
you.
that. He could have. So
I didn't ask
admit
you to do that.
You are setting these people up. You're bringing.
Hey, they say that they put me out when I was just coming back in. Everybody says that I'm gone now. Ian didn't show me up in any way. I was already coming back. And as a matter of fact, I have my audition tape. And Ian, you're going down? You're going down? Question mark? Yeah, okay. Anyway, you are a loser, Ian. You, a failed comic after 12 years. I am an actor. I've been on Broadway plays. And, Andy ain't going nowheres.
Bringing them here to be attacked by me.
Yeah. Every one of you.
Don't
Stanley.
do that anymore.
Stanley. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like Carla would say, boo-boo. I'm gonna do what I want to do, boo-boo.
Boo-boo.
Okay.
Okay.
Hell yeah, Joe Booney.
Boo-boo.
What a day today was.
Yeah, don't you feel tired, Joe?
Isn't Ross exhausting?
Today was kind of a rough
Very
day.
confused.
I got it better. I went and bought brand new shoes. Went for a walk.
Ian
You get
knows
some
all about
Virgils?
confused.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
Ian, let's go back to the thing that started
Is
this.
KB marrying at your house?
Ian seems
He's
to
getting their
believe that
strap on.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to
Mhm.
KB.
coddled.
You know what Ian's problem is? He's been hanging out in small rooms with lesbian black women for too fucking long.
Somebody's asking for the link.
There's already
Garrett.
6 of us on here, Joe.
Oh yeah,
I let the queen on. Hold on.
6.5.
The queen.
I mean, so Ian, this is what. See, we talked about this last time. So you just want more, autonomy with apologies. That's it.
I
mean,
want
you don't have
purpose
to.
and
You don't have to.
direction with-
If KCS triggers you, I'm about to give you a KCS trigger warning.
Our mischief, not just bringing me
She
random
comes in
assholes
swinging.
to beat up for no reason.
So talk about Red Bar.
What's purpose? Whose purpose?
We find these people that we're interested in talking about, like Charlie Bartlett, Arana Nation, and
Never heard of
we-
them. Anyone in
we
the chat
wanted
heard of
to-
Arana Nation? Shout
we
out.
want to introduce them to people, and we want to
When?
tease them for specific reasons. I don't want to deal with
Next
just
year.
random people that you found on the internet.
You know what?
street urchins.
I completely
Like, you want me-
agreed. If you
want me
remember
to
with
just
the
trash
Arana
meth
Nation
addict for no
stuff, did it ever happen?
But Ross, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Don't answer me. Keep going.
Don't bring
Familiar.
me any more of these
Wah, wah,
people
wah,
to
don't
do
talk.
your
Wah,
dirty
wah,
work
wah.
for you. If you
Wah,
want to
wah,
save
wah,
someone,
wah,
you go
wah.
ahead and go after them.
Wah 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 wah. I've never asked you for your assistance. When I go around to these other streams, do I ever say, Ian, come with me? No.
The queen, ladies and gentlemen.
Show me a time I did. I don't ask you to come anywhere with me. Show me a time I've ever said, Ian, come with me here. Name
Ross,
one.
respect the guest.
Name one. Name one, Ian.
The queen, what are you doing?
Name one, Ian. Name one, Ian.
Ian, you are doing
Yeah,
kind of our
exactly.
job.
Exactly. You're a fucking Jim Ram. You're turning into a little bitch.
Ian, you do need to have a bit more of a back and forth with Ross and quit trying to monologue your point.
No, I'm done with
Just
this
keeps
faggot. He can
doing
do what he
this.
wants.
He just keeps doing this low-level rage quitty Kyle shit, and there's nothing to engage with. 'Cause
I think
anything
you're both
say, he
bickering
just,
a little
you're
bit.
You're a fag, blah blah blah. He can't even
I
like
didn't know
have
there
the
was more than one
conversation.
chick on this panel.
Ooh.
Just kidding.
Queen,
What?
We
Yes,
thank
Ian.
you for being here. I assume you got something to say, or did you just come to hang out?
I kind of half came to hang out. I'm kind of doing something at the moment, so I just wanted to hang out. But I mean, it was gonna be fun until you guys started fighting with each other. It's kind of weird.
The queen's
You should be,
but the
you should be
fights are
fighting the
what bring
fools
the
and not
views.
each other. Well, I mean,
should.
they do on Saturday.
We should. We're gonna work it out. We just gotta like yell at each other for a while, and then we'll get it out of our systems, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, I could eat pussy.
Well, it seems like you guys aren't on the same pages in terms of what the show is supposed to be. So, you know.
Yeah, I
it'll
look
work out.
ass.
It'll
Yeah, I
go a lot
love it.
better.
That conversation starts here. I personally would like if the show covered these characters that we choose rather than me dealing with these random
Well-
offshoots of shit I don't know about.
Well, Ian, let me ask you a question then. So, if you feel that way, Ross brings you lots of characters. What have you brought to the show? I don't remember you bringing anyone, to be honest, other than CEO, and that was like 2 years ago. So, what do you got?
Well, I brought you Louis J. Gomez. and
You-
I brought
okay,
you
okay.
A
No,
battle
no.
with his rap sponsor.
All
I
right.
was
you went on his show
kidding.
once.
I was
It
kidding.
has never repeated itself. Why haven't you
Right.
gone back on his show? No. So, why haven't you gone back on his show?
The fact
you
that
know
he's
what? It
on
is
here
what
at
it
all,
is.
He's one of the
No.
people I brought you.
Shh. Why
Let the
did you
queen
not
speak.
get back on his show?
Well,
haven't you been back?
I messaged him. I do keep in touch with them.
Then why don't you go back on his podcast?
Listen,
Because they're back in studio. So he asked me if I was in New York, and I said no. I told him to fly me out there because I'm not gonna fly to New York to do Lewis's podcast.
bro, you think I'm
But
fooled?
that's why they're not
So-
doing.
You think I'm
Zoom
fooled?
anymore.
So he won't let you call in or do anything like that. If you guys are friends,
I
he would
mean,
let you
if
on
I-
the show, wouldn't he?
Begged him, but I don't care enough to do that. I'm happy with it
Yeah.
exactly where it's at. I feel like it's over.
I mean, that was like kind of your big break. Why wouldn't you roll with it and keep going? That seems kind of stupid to be done with it, in my opinion.
No, that wouldn't be cool.
'Cause
I mean,
I got
I
what I wanted out of it.
what did you get out of
The
it?
storyline is over. I got Lewis to come down here. I yelled at him. Then a bonus, I got to go on his show and dismantle him. And now
I
it's
mean,
over. That was the story.
That
arc.
comment you-
It had a beginning, a middle, and an end, and now it's over.
you dismantled him.
Yeah, live on a show. You didn't watch it?
I mean, I did, but I don't know if you call it dismantling.
God bless Chicago.
You think it was better when Ross was crying? Was that a better part of the
You
show?
didn't cry on Louis J. Gomez's show. I'm gonna tell you, I think you should have done Lewis's show with Ross, but you should have also brought Belland because he knows the comedy scene and the comedians, and I think that would have been a good play off of you and Ross to have Belland is kind of like your Opie in that situation where he can help steer the ship of you guys interchanging.
Love to have had everyone on there.
No, but I'm
Go
saying
ahead.
like as you have the universes with Ross and then
Can we just all agree that any form of ass eating is gay? Like, even if I ate a girl's ass, that would be gay. There's no reason to put your tongue on a place where shit comes out.
and Belland is like the comedy. Like you're like, you know, you're the comedy and Ross is the universe. Belland's a good link between that because he knows everything about both of them. You don't
Things in the asshole, but if you're putting your tongue on an asshole, I don't care if it's a girl or a guy. You're tasting shit in ass. You're gay.
know anything about the universe because you don't really participate on the Discord. So Belland would have been your good go-between person when you were on Lewis to bridge that gap and help.
I don't care. Listen, if licking the girl's asshole unlocked like a secret fourth hole, like in a video game, like if you lick the asshole, that's like the Konami code, and it unlocks like extra pussy hole that you didn't know existed, and it's twice as tight. I'd be like, I'll live without the secret pussy hole Easter egg.
Integrate the universe part better into the show, whereas you and Ross are the opposite ends of the spectrum. Belland's kind of in the middle, and he could have helped you guys bridge that. My opinion. I would have brought Belland too.
This guy blew snot out of his nose in this
He
fucking
did. I
car.
thought it was super gross.
Here's the thing. We all do our own little characters around here, portray our own image that we want. Ian wants us all to be Chris Farley like him, falling down the stairs.
But
being
you can't
fat
have a bunch
slobs.
of Chris Farleys. It's just one
Sure
note
can't.
and boring. It's one note and boring. You can't.
Yeah,
do
I don't
that.
want
That's
to
why I
blow
said-
snot. I don't want to be known because I blew snot out of my nose in my car.
Ian, if you're also going to go on Lewis's podcast,
My
why
bad.
wouldn't you go somewhere where they can like see your face and you can look more professional? Why would you go in your car in the dark? That seems kind of dumb.
Make a poster like you're in high school.
I was so busy.
Oh, he
making
could
my
have. He
joke
could have
with-
made.
He's the corny guy in the first row at the wrestling arena.
I was gonna say he would have been the guy that covered like the
I'm the
TV
Chris
magazine,
Farley
but the universe
character.
version.
I was so busy making my Joe Booney poster and running around getting shit ready. I didn't think about the fact that it was gonna get dark out. And
You better take care of that rattlesnake.
Lewis, you want me to get rid of him?
If he's in your car.
I should, you know what? I should contact him. I think me and him would be great.
Yeah.
You know.
Joe
You and
Booney
me
and
should go
Lewis
on there, Joe.
Become best friends.
Now that you're a big time star, I'll have you on.
I'm just saying, I think it would have been good if you had taken Belland and Ross, because they work well together. They sound good together.
Lewis DM'd me yesterday. We're
Unfortunately,
still
it wasn't
cool. It's
an
just
option.
Lewis and Ian that aren't cool.
Well,
I got all. I take care of that stuff myself because I don't need Ian. I take care of my own affairs.
I mean, you did get monetized without Ian's show.
I sure did.
I'm proud of you, Ross. You did a great job.
Actually, making money off all my animations. Made 85
Are you?
cents off one of them.
That I will say that does cause what made me laugh really hard.
What are we listening to?
It is literally more money than I've
Joe's
made off
parents.
of Philip Wave.
My mom just found me somebody. She just said, guys.
Oh, nice.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Are you gonna sexually respect her 110%, Joe?
110% of respect her.
That's right. I'm proud of you. Good job.
She's Lebanese, huh? Yeah, we're live. When you coming down here, tell me you found. No, I'm live. What do you think? The camera's on. You know, I got my hat back. I think.
Everything I tell you, you go and say it?
Well, you're saying people can hear you.
Is that Joe's mom?
Joe needs to get like a neon sign for his door that says he's on air.
I mean, he's got a big contract now. He's gonna have to get a studio. Joe, you should have Josiah build you a studio.
Yeah, we'll see in the future.
I remember the one show I did
one
with Joe
thing-
Dooney where he was telling his mom to get him a water, and he was being super rude to her, and I told him to get his own fucking water. Then I got made fun of for it. That was fun.
One thing I'll say is I know Ian doesn't pay attention to Discord that much,
He's
but I'm
never on
pretty
Discord.
sure he took some of those jabs tonight or some of those angles from the private fucking chats that we have.
Oh, the secret.
And
the
he's
secret
like
mod
using
meetings that we
shit that
have.
I've talked about how it like fucks with my real life, and he's trying to use it as a fucking bit. So I don't know. That kind of doesn't sit with me very well.
Not doing anything that cruel or icky.
You actually are, actually.
Why would you mess with someone's real life, Ian? We don't dogs
I
here.
wouldn't, and I especially wouldn't do it to Ross.
We would, but, you know, you can
I'm
get your
having a
little
fight
mod
with
tag
you, not
taken
Oh,
away.
so I've
real
never
quick.
said someone's fucking with people's real lives, so I specifically will not address them, talk about them, or do anything. You've never seen me say that.
Scumbag,
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'll support you,
Confused.
Cross.
I don't know what
Yeah.
we're even talking about.
Okay.
Yes, you do, Ian. You read it.
This may be an example of Ian not reading the Discord.
Well, then Discord does. Then he's not a part of the Discord. None of this
Can
shit
you
matters.
Secretly fill me in. Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, fill
plead
him
the
in
fifth
over the
here.
air, please. Please fill him in over the
Not
air.
in a way that it exposes it, but just so I have the gist.
How about
of,
you
like,
DM
what's going
about
on.
it?
Too much
Okay.
energy.
Ian, you know
whatever
what you
you
should
show.
do? If you want to know
Talking
what's
to
going on
man
in the
is
universe,
just
go
too
talk to
much.
Sam. He's in Click's Discord all the time. He'll give you a story.
If I wanted to, I would just read the Discord, but I have other stuff to do.
You post in there.
I do. I pop in from time to time. I read like 10 comments up or down, and then I get out of there.
You're a chick.
How come
But
you don't
usually
like
there's all
Discord more,
kinds
Ian?
of-
Ian, that's
there's
your fan
always
base.
all
Why don't you
kinds
hang out
of-
with your friends?
It's not my fan base. It's this little community, and there's all kinds of weird drama going on, and I don't want to get sucked into that. I
But the
don't
people in the Discord are the
care.
ones that watch your show. And we
I
have
know,
good
but
ideas.
I don't want to be involved.
It is your
in,
fan base,
petty
jackass,
disputes.
whether you like it to be or not.
That's who's in
How
your
are they
chat right
not
now,
your
people
fan
from the
base?
Discord.
All right. Well, I respect
You don't
them
respect
more.
So
than
you don't
that.
want
I
any of
see
them
as, like, a
to
community.
watch you. Got you.
That's the people that are in the
Yeah, keep
Discord have watched
twisting
your
my
show
words
for
around.
2 years.
So
Ian.
you wouldn't want a community, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, burn it down. I hate them all. They all suck.
No, I'm asking you.
Anybody that's a fan of Ross.
He's crying about having a real conversation. I asked one question and he can't answer it. What was the question again? Do you want a community or not?
I do.
Community
I
is
just
what
don't
gets
wanna
you
get
views.
involved.
And
You just don't want this community. Gotcha.
No, these guys are great. I love the memes. I love all.
And
the
why are you
joking
trying
around.
to chase them all out?
I'm not chasing anybody away. I'm
Chase
just saying
Andy
I don't
out.
get involved.
Andy
where
was
is
pretty
Andy?
active in the Discord. Haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah,
him.
let's just keep spinning this round and round in circles. Way
I'm
to
not
go,
Discord
Ross.
much anymore either, though, so I don't see it as much either. See, I admit it, Ian. I don't come.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
I
Right now
should.
you're a hole, so I'm gonna let you
What?
go.
Really?
Hilarious.
Well,
Sorry, sweetie.
mean,
I love you. Thank you for calling in.
oh, you mean because I told you what's up with you? Okay.
Well, you and Ross just running circles around me, going, this circular logic.
Sorry.
I just, dude, I just asked you.
Where I
questions,
ask one
it's all
question,
cool.
you can't answer it. I'm sorry. I'll slow down.
I'm sorry, Ross. Were you not paying attention? I love the community. I just don't want to hang out there all day. Is that okay for you? Do you need it in writing? Do I got to memo that to you so you can get it through your thick fucking head?
Well, here's the thing. You're saying that as if it's a very simple thing, but you're having strong feelings about it. So you gotta like bridge.
He has
those
to look at a
things.
picture, a wallet picture of his wife when he yells at me.
I think Ian wants it to be Ian Ellis and the RDA, but we're more like the Wu-Tang Clan. We're all gonna be doing our own things. Like
He's kind of like
So, Shep Smith gave me an idea that I should talk and I should give commentary on everything that's going on. And I think Andy, who I'm Andy Volin, I'm an actor. And I've outperformed Ian several times. This is on record. I think it's most appropriate that I do give commentary. So we'll let it continue this way, and Andy will stop it every once in a while, and maybe after I played a little bit, I'll get more Christopher Walken-y, so I can actually sound exactly like Andy.
Rex is a part of our community. He
Mhm.
watches live league
He
videos.
wouldn't
Are you
know.
gonna get sick of that and be like, "Oh,
Ian
I'm sick
wouldn't
of
know.
I'm sick of the live league shit. I don't want to do like a gore thing. What the fuck is the direction? He's showing like people being shot in China. What the fuck is this? Like, does everything
This
we
shit
have
about
I don't do this for a living. I'm trying, guys. It's hard. Andy's a really tough one to nail down.
The true crime.
Past the standards of
That really isn't
Ian's
much of a thing
sensibilities.
anymore, to be honest, Ian. The
But
true crime
even
stuff
what's
seems to
left
go
of
away.
it, all of us go there and fuck with them except Ian. No one goes. Cosmic
Again, I'm
goes.
being accused of stuff that I actually do. I do support Cosmic and Rex and Joe Booney, and I plug all you guys as often as I can. And I love that you have your own shows, and I don't ask your shows to be anything other than what they are. So you
How
can't
come
say
you
that
don't
I
come
don't
on
know
Saturday
about
night's
them,
show, Ian?
because it comes on too late. It's 11 o'clock my time. By then I'm in bed.
Well, no,
I
it
can't
comes on
be
at
up
10
all
o'clock your
night.
time.
Hold on,
No, it's 11 my
it's not the point. We need to
can't
stick
be
to the
up-
core issues because
I
we're not
can't
gonna
be
get
up all night and then get up with
I
my
hate
kid at
arguing
5 in the
minutia. Ugh.
What?
So
Oh,
we
God.
need to get to the
I
core of
know,
what's
right?
wrong. There's a dysfunction here, and let's forget all the little extra shit about
There's
why
a
he's
Sam
not
Hill
that.
type of argument going, and it's fucking annoying.
We need the
Oh,
crux
well, I
of the issue.
apologize.
What do you want different, Ian? What do you want different? Let's
Yeah,
start
what do you
there.
want?
In plain English. Don't do me a metaphor about living in the village of true crime. Just real.
Oh, Cheese Reaper. What I wouldn't do to get you alone in a room. Maybe I would get you on the casting couch and we would go over a role. One of my favorite roles to go over with you would be probably the ghost scene with Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze. I would obviously be the Demi Moore part, and I would be the small spoon. The clay pottery would get everywhere. It would be a messy scene, but I think that we could both keep a straight face even in a romantic scene like that. So, there's that.
Succinctly and clearly in
The
this
one
few words.
thing I want is don't bring me any more people expecting me to be mean to them.
Done.
Don't do that. That's it.
Ross, is that impossible for us to do? Or can we easily just keep the With Apology show kind of insulated to its own shit?
I don't demand that he's mean. Who did I ever tell you to be mean to?
He
Did I
said
say
Rev.
let's get Hostbuster on, or was that your idea to do
Andy
a
and
trial?
Rev.
So
Andy and
two
Rev.
people.
Well, two. I'm saying right,
Two,
we're at
and one of them
Let's
you
not
asked
have
for.
three.
And one of them
Let's
you
not have
asked
three.
for. And one of them you asked for.
You know what, you guys? I think this would all just go away if we just found somebody new to focus our hate on, and then with
Hey, Andy ain't about no sexual relations. It would all be consensual and, two adults just doing casting. I never said nothing about no sexual acts.
we would all come together and just be a family again.
I brought him Rev like he asked to be his co-host because CEO wasn't around. When did I ever tell
Yeah.
you to fight with him? Show me a fucking
He
screenshot
told
of that.
me the Rev thing is a bit, and I'm supposed to chase him away.
Well, it doesn't matter. There's
I
gotta be
did show
well,
it. Go find it,
Let's
please.
forget about
I'd
it,
love
though.
to see it.
Well, let's not argue about
I think
this
he
because
made
it's
that
pointless.
up. Well, no,
Because now
because
that-
he's making shit up.
But that
So it
part of the
should be
issue is
argued.
done now. We're not bringing you any more Andys or Revs or Ings or anything like that. It's done.
Done
That's
deal.
cool. So we don't even have to argue about it anymore.
So I should address the chat. We've got Russell Cook. He says, Andy, tell us what's up. I'm, I've been very, well, ever since Corona hit, I haven't really been that busy. But once I saw the vileness of RDA, I had to leave. It's very stressful dealing with all these people, and especially the Discords. You guys know how the Discords can get. It's a mess. And Andy had to take a break. Andy was tired. Andy had to go. Okay, Andy had to go.
Be a question like, I like Ing. Am I supposed to be mean to Ing? He seems like a sweet guy.
Who told you to?
Who told you to be mean to Ing?
I'm asking right now because you just threw his name out there. Like,
oh,
why even ask?
It creates confusion.
Why ask? Why would you feel any?
Never goodbye, Russell. Always, I'll see you later. Okay.
Because I
ask.
don't want to just needlessly chase people away. That's why I'm asking.
Do what
I
you
need
want to do.
clarification.
We don't
you
have a
need
script
message,
here.
Message
But it
Ross
gets-
hard no's on people. If there's
gets
somebody who's a
messy.
hard no, which is I don't want him ever to come back, then you need to message Ross. This person, Dirty Rob, is a hard no. I don't want him back no matter what y'all are doing with him. And I'm sure Ross can oblige that, right, Ross?
Sure.
Well, keep that in mind in the future.
Well, to be fair, also, Ian, I mean, if
And
it's your show, don't you control the streamline? You can just not bring people up.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I
So
don't
good.
produce. Right now it's Cosmic. Normally it's Ross. As you heard,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sitting in my car, sweating it out.
Didn't you sit on your porch? Why did you get relegated to your car?
Would you like to hear about Iran?
We're going to minutia points again, like Cosmic
I was just
pointing
trying
out.
to make
Would you
Ian
like
more
to
human.
hear about
I'm
Iran
sorry.
Nation or Charles
Too
Barkley?
high.
Because we have clips above.
I'm sorry, Ross. I didn't mean to
lighten it
derail
up
you.
and have some fun.
Why?
Because
We're
the show's
having
supposed to be
fun. There's 49 people watching because this is fun to them. Are you?
Now, see, this is a really weird part of the podcast because they both kind of admit that they're not really into the fight anymore, but Ross is like, hey, yeah, I know. Hey, whatever, dude. There's still 50 people listening. What the fuck? Let's keep going. And Ian's like, I'm not into that. I'll just, like, I don't really want a fake fight. And I don't know. Let's hear that again. Let's go back for a second.
Back, then you need to message Ross. This person, Dirty Rob, is a hard no. I don't want him back no matter what y'all are doing with him. And I'm sure Ross can oblige that, right, Ross?
Sure.
Well, keep that in mind in the future.
Well, to be fair, also, Ian, I mean, if
And
it's your show, don't you control the streamline? You can just not bring people up.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I
It's all
don't
good.
produce. Right now it's Cosmic. Normally it's Ross. As you heard,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sitting in my car, sweating it out.
Didn't you sit on your porch? Why did you get relegated to your car?
Would you like to hear about Iran?
We're going to minutia points again, like Cosmic
I was just
pointing
trying
out.
to make
Would you
Ian
like
more
to
human.
hear about
I'm
Iran
sorry.
Nation or Charles
Too
Barkley?
high.
Because we have clips above.
I'm sorry,
Let's-
Ross. I didn't mean
let's
to
lighten it
derail
up
you.
and have some fun.
I'm sorry. Terribly
Why?
sorry.
Because
We're
the show's
having
supposed to be
fun.
fun.
There's 49 people watching because this is fun to them.
It's 51.
Are you crying? Am I crying? No. So stop with the fucking who's crying.
But then here again is like, I don't want to have this
I'm having
manufactured fight. I feel like I've
You-
said everything I have to say.
Apparently it's not
I'm
manufactured.
not-
You started the shit. Then don't start
Right,
it.
but you want to keep fighting for views, and I'm like, it's done. We're
Why do
cool.
you get to dictate when you start the fight and end it?
Well,
I didn't know
I'm
it worked
telling
like
you
that.
As the co-host of
Okay,
the show,
fight's over. Say no more.
All right, cool.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got all that out.
Yeah.
That was healthy.
I hear the Lane's been training to do some mediation. He's been watching Divorce Court all week.
Has he been?
See, and everybody, look at that. We all had our fight. It's over, and I think we had. Do we have some fucking Charles Crazy Horse Felony Bennett, whatever he's going by now?
I'm gonna
I mean,
I'm gonna run away and cry and take a bathroom break. So
Okay.
Ian,
Guys,
you
you're
don't
not
have to do it.
I
See,
doubt he's gonna run away, but go ahead.
Oh, see,
I see what you did there, Ross.
this is like you guys had a 5
I
round.
run like a man.
He's gonna
You
drive
guys-
up to the door. Lazy
You guys had a
fat fuck.
5-round fight, and now you're trying to swing as the decision's being read. Like, just
I know.
stop it.
That's right, bitch. I'm about to throw a chair through your bus.
Guys, I feel like you didn't do a very good job tonight. I'm sorry.
Fuck Ian, the
You
crybaby.
tried your best.
I did.
Everybody
I'm
knows
rusty,
that I'm a
guys.
calm arguer, so he can try that fucking. Oh, you
Calm
don't want to
arguer.
talk, blah blah blah. I asked him simple
should just-
questions. He couldn't answer one.
You should just go full Des on him and
Tapes
see how
will
he
play.
takes it.
I will if I have to.
You
You
could.
Fight him with nothing
I
but
can't go
close for
full
Des.
Des. That's a lot to fill.
That's a lot of potato chips you're gonna have to put in your mouth.
688 pounds.
Yikes.
Full
Yep, that's for
chest.
stretching.
I'm not gonna smoke another bowl, Ian. Thanks. It's the only reason I smoke.
You were gonna do that
Therapist told
anyway,
me.
don't lie.
Dude, CEO, this guy is literally just like living in his car, just schizophrenically rambling on YouTube.
Oh,
Like
I
I
know.
can't stop watching him now. He's
I
fucking
know.
insane.
Can I point
Yeah,
out
but I-
something funny?
Hmm.
Ian's been crying about getting CEO back for how long? And then what does he do? Focuses
Didn't talk
on
to
me.
him.
Oh, CEO is
You-
great having him
His
back.
mic's
He sounds so
working.
good with
He's
his
got a
mic.
brand new mic. He's got fucking clips ready.
Did I tell you guys
Ian
once?
wants to continue the argument that he ran away from last week. But anyway.
Did I tell you once? I was sitting in my car doing a show at it was like 1 a.m,
Beta.
and I got pulled over by a cop. And he thought I was doing drugs in my car and asked me like if I was sober, and I was like, no, I'm on YouTube. And then he got all paranoid that I was streaming him on YouTube.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
good.
I just never told you guys that happened. Yeah, I left Discord for like 5 minutes, and he was like, "That was cool, bye." So I was like, "Okay, bye."
Oh,
Ian's
he's
a
like, didn't
faggot.
want no parts of it.
Ian thinks he
No.
gets to dictate when the fight's over. No, motherfucker.
Oh, come on, Ross.
Oh shit.
What he did was he ran up.
Fight, though. Y'all
He
not
ran
having a
up.
fight,
No,
though.
see, you get this shit, Cosmic. He ran up and fucking smacked you in your head and took off running. And then
Oh,
when you
like he's
stopped,
like he's
when you
playing
stopped
tag with
chasing
you.
him, he stopped and he's like, "What? What?" That's what he did. Little pussy. I don't want to fight no more. Can we
Ross,
just
what do you
shake?
think
Can
the
we
show
just
is
shake hands,
missing?
Ross?
What do you think the
just
show
wish
is
we-
missing?
Laughter.
Well,
Talent.
besides the laughter.
People not named
I don't
Ian.
understand what's wrong.
I
Ian's a
have no
beta.
fucking idea. I mean,
Bellin, speak for Ian. Be more concise than Ian. Ian goes into metaphors and similes.
Last
when he
week,
says,
Bellin
like,
said, "Oh shit, it's gonna be Ross and Bellin versus CEO and Ian."
I
Bellin's
didn't
just
think it
over
was
there
gonna be
rolling
this
blunts.
fucking real. I thought it was gonna be like more of a fun thing.
When people stop being polite. And
Yeah, they stop
getting
being
real.
real. Oh my god, I see these dark clouds rolling in and the
The real
temperature
pot.
just dropped. It's the
let
best
me tell
feeling
you
in the world.
something, Bellin. Yesterday, Ian called me and he was like, "I'm going in on Ross," and I'm like, "Why?" Like, I had no idea why. I was like, "Okay, man, do what you gotta do." I mean, I don't know what's going on.
That was after he paced in his living room for an hour, going, "You can do this, man." He's
Well,
slapping himself.
He was talking, and he's like, "What do you think about all this?" I'm like, "I think I got a new mic, and I'm just chomping at the bit to get back."
Hey, Helly.
Hi guys,
It's our friend
Hello.
Helen Taylor.
That's our
what's
boy.
going on?
Helen's here to save the day.
Why is everybody in such a grumpy, frumpy, downy, Deborah mood?
Somebody was crying. I couldn't figure out who, though.
I'm in a great mood now because you're here, Helen.
Thanks, whoever that is.
Seriously? Fuck you.
Casey.
I'm just kidding. I knew who it was.
Yeah, sure you did. Fuck you.
I just got off work. I've been listening to this
Crap, hold on.
conundrum.
Hold on, Ian.
This
Hold on, Ian.
escapade.
Hold on, Ian. Hold on, Ian. Hold on, Ian. I'm sorry.
Hold on, Ian. Ian, hold your horses.
Yeah, Ian, the killer.
Now, I could be wrong, but Ian's a funny man, or supposedly. And I could be wrong twice, but Ross is also a funny man, supposedly. Where's the fucking funny?
Supposedly? What is supposedly?
I'm very
I had some
disappointed in
good
both of you.
zingers. The fuck?
Well, yeah, you go to the plate 100 times, you're gonna hit it out the park once, but
You know, Ross was part of my favorite cock and balls I've ever seen. When you did the Donkey Dick Daniels with your phone.
Ellen, you actually gave me my biggest laugh this week. There's a video of Ben, and I didn't really know who Ben was because I suck. And so it's like a lemonade stream, and it shows like Ben, and then the panel streams over to you, and you have the biggest shit-eating grin on your face, and you're like, Ben, you know the clown in you, right? And I just like died laughing. This is the expression of your face.
Mm-hmm.
I like the term shit-eating grin.
You know, Ian stepped up to the plate, and then he ate it.
He's calling you fat.
Can I tell
no,
you?
seriously, why do both your pussies hurt tonight? What's going on?
Well,
Can
I tell you a quick
Sounds
story
like both of you guys.
about something that just happened?
Is it at the chicken place? I don't really care.
Not in the mood.
Helen, you called me a hole tonight.
You
I was
are a
offended.
hole.
I am not
sorry.
a hole. Are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't
Ian?
call you a
Come on.
hole. What did I call
I
you?
don't,
No, Ian,
I don't
no,
care
Ian,
about
hold
your
on.
tits, so I don't have to be nice to you.
Use a hole.
I wouldn't. Really?
Use a hole.
But have you seen her
Don't get
tits?
mad. Don't get mad.
No, he hasn't.
That's right.
Well, you don't know. You don't care about him yet. Stupid.
So my
Look at I'm
kid,
white knighting for a hole. Go ahead.
let me tell you a quick story. My kid passed out at 6, which
you
is
choke him out?
way too late for a kid to have a nap time because his bedtime is 8. So I put him in bed with his mother, who was also sleeping. And before I left for the show, I woke her up and I was like, "Hey, you know, go have a beer and a smoke, relax or whatever." But then wake up the boy because it's too early for him to be in bed. I just went in there to use the washroom, and that goddamn kid is still sleeping, which means he's gonna be awake at 4 in the goddamn morning. Up at
You
trial
drug him?
of my goddamn marriage. What Bitch, when I say wake up that child, you wake up that goddamn child.
Why don't you just divorce her?
Yeah, you really
Both
should,
of
Ian. I think you hate
Both
her.
of you divorce your
Because
wives.
I love her and I'm not ruining my kid's life.
It was not
and
going to.
Take it from someone who had parents that hate each other for a while.
But we don't
Being
hate
with
each
two-
other.
Well, I mean, okay.
You
Well,
can
then why
have
are
a
you
new
streaming
mommy.
in your car?
You want a new mommy?
Well, I gotta see
No,
what kind of car
honestly.
she has. Is this a sedan?
Why
What
are
kind
you
of car do
streaming in
you-
a car if she likes you?
Hey, Queenie, what kind of car do you drive?
I have a Mazda 3 hatchback.
Word? Does it have air
Ian, it's not too
conditioning?
late to fuck up.
It does.
You don't
It's
have
very
to
nice.
fuck down. You can get something better. Get a new model.
guy cassette
You're working with a 1980 Corvette. You want to get a Tesla nowadays. Get a Tesla, mommy. Much
Tesla,
better.
mommy.
They smell nicer.
You could really capitalize
They're
on Louis
longer lasting, battery powered.
but you
They
didn't.
cook. They clean.
I need one that's already had their parts removed.
Their uterus.
Yeah, the ice cream scoop.
Ooh.
CEO, are you still
You
here?
get a vasectomy.
I'm
Ian.
here, Ian.
Thought about this. Have you heard this? Have you thought about this? CEO,
Well,
back me
let
up.
me
Ian needs a
do something-
vasectomy. Am I right, CEO?
Let me do something with CEO because we finally got him here.
Okay.
What's his name? Cosmic. If you go to I think the very last link I sent you, if you pull that one up, that was a late one from CEO, and I don't know. This is about like climate change or some shit. You had a problem.
Oh
with
no,
this
you
woman.
don't have to play it. Don't play it.
We just need to see the image of it, and then
It was just a guy who's got a mole in his forehead that I couldn't get past. It's not. He's talking about how the world's cyclical and how we're in the end of the American Empire and all
we
this
gotta
shit.
at
and
least we gotta see him, CEO. We gotta at least get a look at that.
No,
mole.
you don't have to. You don't
This is
have
the
to.
content we need right now, CEO. Just let it happen.
All right, hey, fine. Play
Let's
the tape.
fight somebody.
Play the tape. He's got a fucking mole in his forehead.
Is it,
He's trying to be Elon Musk.
Is it bigger than Tiffany Haddish?
It's
Yikes.
noticeable. It looks
She
like
is painfully unfunny.
you don't like Tiffany Haddish.
No, she's horrifically bad.
All right, shit.
Bald
I don't know.
now.
I don't know shit about Tiffany Haddish other than she drinks
shit.
turpentine.
Did you know?
What's this guy's name for us who are just listening and can't look at
I have no
Yeah, I'll be
idea.
back after the commercial.
30 years ago that two authors predicted that
You can just pause it. We don't need to hear what he has to say.
Yeah,
Sounds like porcelain.
the current crisis.
Is there a way we
everything
can zoom in
from
on
the
that mall?
coronavirus crisis.
Cosmic, you got Zoom technology?
If you were
I need
nicer
you
to
to
Ross, he'd be hosting and he could zoom in.
This
You're
is
being a mean.
Screenshot.
In fact, we are
Ross is
all
on
in the
vacation. He
first
can't
of
host.
5 stages of this crisis. Hi.
I wonder
That
if he'll
it was
get to the
30
point where he
years
has a
ago that
famous
two
mole
authors
where you
predicted
could
the current
Google.
crisis
Does anybody have a
everything
mole you
from
can
the
Google?
coronavirus
Like
crisis through
Shaq's
to
feet?
the American
De
riots.
Niro?
In fact, we are only in the first
Marilyn
of 5
Monroe?
stages.
Danny DeVito.
Oh, Cosmic.
Cosmic, can
I'm
we
just
Google search-
disappointed in your production skills right now.
Uh-oh.
I think he closed the video instead of pausing it. It's just a guess. I'm not sure what happened.
Don't you have a setup now, Bellen? Why aren't you doing this?
It's okay. We can get back to fighting now.
Ross, are we boring you? You over there whistling disky? Is this too much of a teen bop clicky baity thingy for you?
You might be too
Justin
hot to
Bieber for
answer.
you?
I think I'm gonna get off here. I'm being really boring, and I'm disappointed in myself.
That's right. Do better.
You're-
Dumb bitch.
You idiot.
Screw off.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
You
Peace
solve
out.
a true crime, you old
What's the
bitch.
next video to confuse
Not a
everybody
true
with?
crime. Bye.
Let it
Ross,
play.
do you find it
Let her rip. Cosmic, come back. Where'd everybody go? Cosmic.
The Cosmic literally left his own show, and nobody else is backstage to let him get back on.
He can let himself on.
I know.
I was going 80, and I totally almost 180'd my car trying to get back in here. That's the dedication you guys need to start bringing.
I'm
Going 80
sorry.
on a
I
freeway.
was trying to get a screenshot of this guy's mole because it wasn't playing good on the stream. So I was just trying to get a screenshot of what bothered CEO.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you were on it. I
was trying to
suspicious you
zoom
might
in
have
on the
delivered it
video,
up.
but it didn't work. I was like, no, we're gonna try another route. Sorry, Ian. But there was
all I want to say
That was
is
a noticeable mole, though.
Ian is not the boss of me now.
You know what would be funny is if you pulled up that picture of Jay and said that was the mole.
No.
CEO, you want to get into some Don A talk? Because CEO says, or Cosmic says he's got some damning evidence.
I don't know. Do we have to do it now? I'm like kind of tired, to be honest with you.
Next time.
I mean, I hate Don A and I hate his retards, but
Well, what is the evidence? What is?
yeah, you know what? Yeah, Cosmic, if you got it.
I didn't have any damn evidence. I'm just wondering how he got monetized so quickly and we didn't know about it.
Talk about it.
Okay, my bad.
It's like you didn't even have a celebration.
Maybe I didn't
like
even look for
1,000
it.
subs. That'd be a big deal to someone.
My fault. Oh, my bad.
So yeah, do you hate Don A or do you hate like all Italians?
Don A is an example of what I don't like about them, but I don't.
What about
hate all
like Jersey
Italians.
Shore? Okay with the Jersey Shore fellas?
No, I just
Jersey
go,
Shore is
all
one of the
they do
greatest
is
TV
they
shows.
do is complain about black people and then do the exact thing to
that black people do.
Exactly.
Black people hate white? Okay, I see what you're saying.
No, I'm talking about Italian people specifically.
Fucking candy.
Right.
Hey, fucking gabagoo.
But are the Irish really that much better? So now you're a big Conor McGregor fan.
I like Conor McGregor, but
Are you sure black
I don't know.
culture? Are you sure black culture isn't just based off Italian mob movies?
It is, but I guess that's a chicken and egg question, right? Like what came first? I don't know. I would assume the chicken.
Do you guys regret not getting to talk to Carla Kitty yesterday? Because there was some phone calls with Carla Kitty.
I think she messaged me
Theo.
on Facebook tonight. I didn't look.
I
Probably
hear
wants to
there's
call
a
in.
video circulating around. Not that we do not want to play that video. That'll fuck your whole shit up.
What, Carla's porn? It's been played.
Of some gay black dick. That's all I know about it.
We played it on the bonus channel back when we were streaming from it. Not on With Apologies, but we played it. And it never got
there's something
struck.
on the screen.
They couldn't get a. They couldn't get a straight guy to fuck her. They had to pay extra money to like a strung out gay dude.
That's what I was thinking. Like, damn.
Kind of looks like Steven Crowder mixed with Ben Shapiro in like a weird way.
They got like caught in like a transporter machine together.
He's got a very
came out the other side looking like that.
He's got a very conservative talk show shaped head.
Hell yeah.
You should put one of those small round band-aids on it. Like it wouldn't be able to touch the surface of his skin, but as long as he stayed looking forward, you wouldn't know it was there. Like an umbrella for his mole.
Damn. It's so unfortunate to be born with a mole like that, right there in the middle.
I love that CEO finds these people where you could say all sorts of things about their argument or what the content of what they're saying is. But he's like, nah, don't even listen to him. Just look at the mole.
You see that mole between his...
He's into flat Earth and he's a fucking Build-A-Bear guy, but no, fuck that. It's just the mole is what we're gonna focus on.
A Build-A-Bear guy.
He's a Build-A-Bear guy.
Well, no, he's talking about, American empire being in decline and how all the riots and even the virus was predicted like 20 years ago.
History is biblical.
It's just like,
you
know what I was thinking? Do you know what I was thinking with the
Let us
mole
hear
in
it.
his fucking head? What I'd like to do? I'd like to get a golf tee and just put it right in the fucking hole and
Pop it.
on it.
Jesus. I mean, why didn't he do it sooner is what I would wonder.
Yeah, I'm like...
That's how you know that the lorazepam has kicked in all the way.
Fuck, you think before you go on YouTube, you'd at least cover it up with makeup or...
Do something with that mole. How much does it cost to freeze off a mole nowadays?
I think this guy doesn't think about his mole at
his
all.
haircut.
Nearly enough.
I don't even think he's aware of it.
Yeah, I think he just has a normal
That
forehead
dot's
profile.
got more views than Ian Ellis. Yeah, that's right.
I don't think you get into
What is the
studying biblical predictions
cheese? Where you going? You don't have to leave.
unless you're horrendously self-conscious about something.
But
I think
CEO
that
makes
mole
a good
drove
point.
him into the Bible.
CEO makes a good point. We're supposed to.
Can we all take a second to pray for Shep and Shep Smith's family here? Lord in heaven, please, I want you to take your arms around Shepard Smith and his 70-year-old parents. They're down in Texas and dealing with a hurricane. And I know that the old book says when two or more are gathered in your name, you're there. Amen. Thank you. Thanks, chat.
Take heed and listen to the words of a guy that can't even figure out how to get this mole situation taken care of.
Yeah,
This guy has all the answers.
Yeah,
Well,
it just.
Let me ask
I
you
don't
about
think
this.
Jesus had a mole like that.
Jay Electronica tweeted out that everybody needs to read The Secret Relationship Between Jews and Blacks. And I looked this book up, and it's a black
Here we
Israeli group, and then I saw a video.
Sam, what did you think about that? Was I genuine? Do you think everybody bought it pretty good or no? Come on, man. Seriously, no, for real. Like, I'm not joking around. I was like kind of actually being serious because, you know, hurricane's a motherfucker to deal with. My aunt actually went through like Hurricane Ike down there.
That's stupid, man.
All right, fuck off, dude. Whatever. I'll have to talk to you another time, bro.
Of them, and they're dressed
Never
as
serious
Power
with me.
Rangers.
Yep.
And again, I would say to them, you got all the answers, but you're wearing Zordon's costume to the meetings?
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, the answer doesn't look like that.
For
sure.
The answer's got his fucking forehead mole situation on lock. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right? You think you'll get that thing froze off. That's all I'm saying.
If you can't tell, I am very sleepy. I'm holding on barely. But I love you guys. So we're gonna continue this fucking video.
Maybe put some fishy line around it and kill it off that way, like a skin tag.
What's that exotic bird on the stage?
Is it Ian Elliska?
That's
Did
a
you guys
southwestern Robin Ellis.
Robin Ellis, damn.
Looks
you
like
guys
it
notice
likes
the,
a cock or two.
The pineapple in my video?
I did like the pineapple.
Ian, if we could take it back to the actual
It's a
fun
cockatoo.
part of the show. The acting
You
reel
get it,
you
it likes
did,
a
Ian.
cockatoo.
Can we talk about Ian's acting reel again? How it was actually pretty funny, but
Can we rewatch it with Ross? And he can just.
don't you think
That
you
bird's
could have
got
did,
decent tits, actually.
Don't you think you could have did like the
My
face
cloaca's
swap
bigger than Ellen.
dubstep thing for like maybe 30 seconds, and maybe you could have done a little bit more acting. Like what I'm saying is, if Andy would have came with a 2-minute acting reel, you only had a 1-minute acting reel. You didn't really act the whole.
I so badly wanted to see Andy's fucking acting reel. Can you imagine that? Like him doing a Streetcar Named Desire or some shit like that? What was it like? Stella! Stella! Stella!
Let me tell you something, Lane. I could have made that segment 15 minutes long. I've
And
got an
I
app
think-
that makes me
I
look like
think
all
we-
kinds of bitches, and I cut it off there.
Oh, you're talking about the wrong segment. I was worried. I thought you were going to do a 15-minute. Highly underestimating your improv skills, Ian. Andy might have seen something in you. This might be the start of a new career path.
Romeo, oh Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Yeah,
I mean, let's be
Gaydar.
honest, Ian.
Gaydar.
If you're gonna quit doing stand-up, right? By the time you're 40, how long is quarantine gonna last? They pretty much ended stand-up for you. You're probably never gonna be on the stage again. Let's just pretend. Let's just forget. Let's
Right.
quit pretending. You're gonna be 42 when this is over. So, like, let's get into acting. What's the next thing? Like, let's get Ian Ellis some serious, like, lifetime movie roles.
I could have been a contender, Sam.
That's impossible.
Like, you could be like.
Well, even Andy said that fucking acting is shut down. Which, Andy, this would have been
Gay
a fun
Andy?
way for you to showcase your talent.
Is somebody taking
Andy
a
would have walked away
shower?
with something you could
It's
show
raining
people.
here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Guys, but Rev's in the chat, and of course, I don't want Ian to fight with him at all. But Rev,
Get
Ian
Rev
wants you
outta
to hang
here.
out. Oh, I thought Ian wanted to hang out.
Nope. Get him out of here.
I was gonna say there's gonna
Beat
be
it,
no
stupid.
fighting.
Rab, I'm sorry, your time is done. Ross, would you like to see my acting reel?
I thought we did. That gay video?
Yeah, I want you to make more jokes about it.
Oh, sure. If you want to play it again.
Let me see if I can
I
pull
was
it up.
hoping it would be like a 2-hour roast of Ian.
Well,
It could have
Ian,
been.
you kind of did steer it away
Thank
from that a little
you.
bit when you
Sure did. I came here
you
for
made a
fun.
hard turn.
No,
We coulda
Ross
did
came
that.
in here. Ross came
Ian-
in here going like, "You guys plotting behind my."
I had special
Walk.
plans. But luckily,
Ian, what if we
somebody
had
was
fun?
sick, so I came here instead to hang out
What if
with
we
you
had s-
fucking faggots.
What if we had
Not be
saved the
targeted.
fight part of the show for the end of the
Sons
show?
of
We
bitch
could have got to
motherfucker.
everything that CEO wanted to do. We
That
could
would have
have.
been great. But I told you, Ross came in hot. So
Faggot.
So,
I didn't come in
you
hot.
know, I'm kind
You
of
can
getting a
listen to the
little
replay.
mad.
You
Tomorrow
can. You
next
forget
week.
everything, and then you'll
Oh.
repeat it wrong again.
No, I'll clip it up. It'll be accurate.
I don't worry about proving
Oh.
shit. Essay.
You can make a little cartoon about it.
It'll be better than yours.
Oh shit!
He's no
See,
You
Yeah,
can
let's
unuse
do it.
sample to make
Get
yours.
in here.
I'm here.
Oh.
Yeah, something relevant to our channel.
Oh.
You think something that doesn't embarrass the network? Are you
Different
capable of
people
that?
every time too. Yeah.
You know, it's like when you want to do everything. Like, oh, you shouldn't be a skateboarder.
I'll put
It's
the
too
Ian
old,
Ellis
it's
pod
stop.
beans I streamed on private. That'll take care of it.
You might be a little too 40 and white to get into the animation game.
Okay, Kyle. Slow down.
Lost at life. So, guys, y'all want to see Ian act real fast?
Yeah, man.
Why not?
Yeah.
Come on, let's
party
get him up
like
to
a-
10 views.
I might have boomered it up. Hold on.
Ross, I have not hit double digits. I stay solidly at 9. But those 9 people fucking love Ian Ellis or all work with me.
Well, we get 3 views each.
I lost one of them today. You lost one of them today, bud. Now it's down to 8. Keep talking.
Show's kind of stale, bud.
Lost rep.
Being honest. Took my mom.
Again, I don't have volume, but I could be
Ian,
crazy.
I
Can
wanna
anyone
say-
else hear it?
We can hear it. It's fine. Don't listen to
Yeah,
Ian.
it's just starting.
It.
It does say Dante Nero.
Kid like me would be
You want to go back and pause on that picture?
Yeah, man.
Oh, sorry. Hold on, guys. I was getting so enthralled by myself.
You should be laughed at by any adult who's in a building that you walk into. They should laugh
That
at your
comment
haircut
you have-
and go, how the fuck old are you?
Oh, shit.
And I go, I'm punk rock, baby, and then I pull down their pants and run away.
God damn, why can't I find this? Sorry.
The rain sounds like ambience.
Yeah. I'm
It
going to
really
do a poll
is-
on the channel. Which
It
cartoon
really
do
is
people
me and
like better?
lesbians. Well, do it on.
It wasn't really a
Share
cartoon competition, though, but if we go to
shit.
that point, then I'll just say mine's
It
better.
certainly
But that
was
is
not a
just besides the
competition
point.
because you're not ready. We're gonna have a
I beat
cartoon
you.
war after this. You're not ready for the smoke. So we have the Dante Nero picture painted by my buddy that died of cancer. We have a skateboard for Bellan, and we have a pineapple. And the reason I did this shot is I was watching an interview with Pusha T, and like before the interview, they did all these weird artsy shots of him like just sitting in a chair, and then him and the host just sitting there and like staring into each other's eyes. And I thought that was the stupidest shit ever, so I put it in my video.
Well, you portrayed it accurately because it does come across as some of the stupidest shit ever, but in a funny way.
This is also me telling everybody I'm part of the Illuminati. You know, the
If-
crown, the pineapple. It's all symbolism.
If I was a dick like Ian, I'd be like, Oh, he's gonna cry about his friend now? He's gonna cry?
Oh shit, Ian, your friend did die.
He did die tragically. Never got. Well, he got the money from me. I never got the money from Dante.
The wrong friend died.
He did. I was in a car accident. Like I had owed him this money for like 5 years because I just never had $800.
Poor car.
Yeah. So I got my check for my car, and I finally paid him, and then he died like 6 months later.
Oh, was it just you? Was he in the car and you were just running towards it?
I kind of feel like I
creamed it.
if I'd known he had cancer, I could have just waited it out and kept that fucking money. But I was like, oh, he's a friend for life. Let me finally repay this debt that I deeply owe him.
Well, he never got to see the shame of
He got to be on Dante Nero Live. His laugh is on the track.
Do you think you honored him by using his portrait of Dante Nero for your fuck Andy art piece?
I kept it. He would have loved this. I kept that one.
That's good.
In memory of him. So I will always have a Dante Nero painting hanging in my home.
Jesus, Ian. I can't fucking believe you actually.
you. Susie Q, true crimer in the chat. What's up, Susie? You here for some smokes?
Get out of here.
Need some smokes?
Yeah, Susie Q says boring. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, nice fucking funny hat, douche.
We're talking Dante
Oh,
Nero.
hilarious.
That was my ironic there. You wouldn't believe the number of comedians that wear that hat regardless of the weather. With their
Yeah,
stupid
and
glasses and
how
their
many have
jorts.
made fun of
Their
those people
checkered
by doing
shoes.
what you did? I'll make fun of them by doing what they did.
Yeah, that's the joke. You don't get it?
No, you're just doing what they did.
Mocking
You're no
what they
better.
do.
Who says you're mocking? Who looks more like you're conforming?
Does
That's
it,
not
Ross?
punk rock.
Is that what you're reading in the
Mhm.
situation? You read that
I
there?
am. Yeah.
Critical.
CEO, I
Glad we
don't
got
think
you.
we're
Because you're not trying to be funny because you put your friend's painting in the
we're
back.
not. There's
So
no
it's an
getting
emotional
over it
thing.
today, at least.
It's an
Wait,
emotional
you kill your friend, Ian? How'd he die?
Alright.
Sorry, I'm back.
I injected him with cancer in the
That's not funny,
anal
dude.
cancer.
It's not funny.
That's not funny.
I didn't even know he was
He
sick.
was my, he was my gayest friend, and I gave him cancer. I gave him rectile cancer.
Reptile cancer? Are you a shapeshifter?
You gave him Don A?
David
I
Icke?
am Illuminati.
Susie will have that soon. All them smokes.
I, have
I
my
hope
wife
so. I have
buy
a
that
voodoo doll
pineapple.
I'm working on.
I had my wife buy that pineapple
Well,
like 2
you
weeks
guys,
ago.
I gotta go.
Good job, Ian. You ran
That's
CEO off
bullshit,
again.
CEO.
All right, I'll say. I don't
Bullshit.
care.
Wait, hold
This
on.
is all
yeah.
your fault.
You know what? Fuck this Ian Ellis fucking acting video. Fuck his ego. Can we pull up the Charlie Bennett fucking? Will that keep you here? The Charles Bennett stuff.
All right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you ain't gotta go anywhere.
I'm grabbing the.
Come on.
Grabbing the.
You don't feel
the-
like teasing me for putting a
Railroad
stupid video
Tycoon.
together?
No.
Railroad Tycoon.
We laugh at you enough. We don't need assistance.
Okay, Ian, we're gonna play it, but we're not gonna play the edgy dubstep ending. All right? Is that can I concede
My
to
favorite
that?
part? You're cutting out the best part?
All right, let's watch his comedy troupe workshop. Let's go.
From now on, when you guys, meme or, wear my face as a profile, use one of these ladies' faces. Go full Rihanna or Beyonce with your Ian Ellis trolls.
I thought a gutter punk kid like me would be anything. Say I got
A
this
sad
gift.
horn in the background.
Stupid.
I can act. A gift to me.
Well, you know,
It's
Ross,
Chuck
since you
Mangione.
stepped up to the
Days
cartoons,
I go
I
to sleep
challenge
with
you
one
to an
person,
acting
I'll wake up
contest.
Don't narrate over your lines. Stop.
Randy, you can't throw me out. I live here.
Hold on, I missed the merch part. It's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, Randy, you can't throw me out. I live here. Days I go to sleep as one person and I wake up as another. Randy, you can't throw me out. I live here. Other times I just don't know who I am anymore. Who are you? Who are? I don't even know who you are. I got this gift.
Look at that poor ass three-way mirror cabinet.
Okay, we made it. We made it. We can.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I think there's some stuff here at the end. Guys, I don't like the Donna ending that you fucking put on here.
You didn't like me as Hermione?
I don't think it needed to
No.
be 2 minutes of the video. That's what I'm saying. It feels
You
like
just
Ian,
as corny as Donnie.
Ian set out to make a acting reel thing, and like he figured out the face swap halfway through, and he just sort of got sidetracked and made something else.
Into learning how to do face swaps, yeah. It went from his acting reel to his face swap like test video.
Can I say
first
that?
time he do it?
I wholeheartedly believe I could have convinced Andy that those were all real scenes.
I don't want to be mean to Andy because I do like Andy, but I will say that I
Go
feel like
fuck
if Andy's
yourselves.
acting reel was
Yes,
in front of
this
us,
is he.
it would look suspiciously like the one Ian just made.
You don't know me.
Well, they
You
both
don't know
put
who the
cocks in
fuck
their
I
mouths.
am.
Hey.
What I've done.
CEO, are you looking at the screen? Because this is just gonna
I've
be
been
3
places.
minutes.
I've done things.
I'm gonna use the washroom.
I know who the fuck I
Again?
am.
Jeez.
You don't.
Oh god damn it! What? God,
Work
keep
on that
trying,
bladder
Ian.
health,
You
Ian.
can try.
I'm still listening.
Come
I'm also
at
refreshing
me.
my drink.
I'm right here.
CEO, come back to us. I want to watch this video
CEO,
too.
Come back.
You can blame it all on
He's
Ian.
here. He's just low.
Because
I
he
heard him.
stinks.
I'm back.
There he is.
All right. It looks like our friend Bennett got himself a hotel room for the night. And he's making an important business call, I'm pretty sure.
Felony.
This guy's gonna be living in Ross's garage soon.
No. Fuck no. Maybe in Tampa though.
See, Ross, this is what we're talking about. You're not working with the show. This is why you and Ian are fighting. We want you to house our fools.
He's definitely an
Yes.
Ian type roommate, not me. Or Jay. Jay might live with him.
Jay would probably like him as a roommate.
Yeah. He hangs out with seedy fools like that.
First. 17.
Ian, what is this?
Oh.
It's Charles Felony Bennett from
So-
Pride.
Does he have a second phone just so he can do his YouTube videos from it?
Yes.
Yeah. Phone.
I got 2 phones.
2 phone.
I probably am the right
What?
Charles Bennett, though.
That's right, dog. I got a 2
Is his
lamp.
birthday 11/23/79?
Wait, is he confirmed? Like,
New to that guy, but
I love him.
I think he's a great addition. He's a great find for sure. I enjoyed
Oh, yeah,
that, even though I don't know what Ian wanted us to watch about that. I did enjoy
shit,
it just
sorry.
because it was more Charles Bennett.
Oh, that
Yeah.
clip actually comes from CEO. So CEO, why would you send us that?
I'm trying to get people to watch him. That's all.
he wants
I
people
mean,
to wonder.
The problem with Charles Bennett is he works way better live than play on the tape.
Yeah.
You know?
Does he sound
It's
like
hard
he
to
did in
find
his
those
live chat?
moments.
Yeah.
What kind of things do you want to say to him?
To Charles Bennett?
Yes, man. Let's have some direction for what we're gonna do with them.
Shit, man,
Who
I
is
don't
Ian
know.
Ellis? Ross Dog says you can't.
CEO
have him on
wants
his
to get him back in the ring.
Yeah,
need to find
CEO,
another opponent.
be more vile. Is that what you want?
Oh shit, Hostbusters?
couch. HP in the house.
You want to fight Hostbusters?
I like
Well,
Ross Dog's
Hostbusters
Charles Bennett
now.
though. I think I like Ross Dog's Charles Bennett.
Hosty, are you here to have a talk with me? People say
I
I was
want
way
you
too
to
mean
apologize to me.
We
Very
both
rude.
got too serious.
stream. Yeah.
Hosty, get up here. Oh wait.
The
That
fuck
was that one.
Ian Ellis.
Get you.
So he smokes crack, huh?
We'll
We might need
cover
to
it
get
with
you a
my
mentorship,
dad's
bro.
face, the less shamed one. Like, yeah, I'm winning. Yeah, I'm
I've
winning.
only just begun.
Jimmer down.
You really
Going
are.
on
You've
top,
reached that
baby.
level. You reached that level now. You're a Jimmernam, you're a Cyans, you're a broke buck.
Whoa.
See, I'm not like
Come on,
those
Ross.
true crime ladies. I'm not going to
You should be, though.
let you
You
just
should be.
shout me down.
You should be.
Why is that, Ross? Why should I be like them?
I just explained.
Since
why.
you're
That's the real tension right there. Is that when the true crime shit started happening, that created a rift. Because the show was about something. Do you guys? I mean, the show has changed. The show has morphed over the years. It used to be like, remember there was like an era where everybody was prank calling, and that was like the thing to do. And then there was the Dante movement, and there was, I mean, so there's phases, right? Like, we're just in a different phase right now. And they're both in different phases. They're both making different moves. And Ross has got a lot going on in his life. And Ian's got a lot going on in his life. And it's a long commitment. I mean, I get that more than anybody. So, you know.
You're trying to be like them.
I just explained why. Should have been listening. I'm not listening. I'm not listening.
Guys, let's now. Pop Vulture's got some damning evidence.
Don't assume.
Producer
guys.
Jay.
Uh-oh.
Does anybody want to see this? It's going to get a
No.
little
Absolutely.
scandalous.
No, Cosmic, I've been having a lot of
If
trouble
you
with
want
the volume.
Ian to get
I'll
hard.
crank that shit all the way up.
If you want Ian to
Alright,
get
well,
hard,
Ian, I can't turn it up any more than it's already turned up on
Ian's
my
gonna
computer,
ruin
Ian.
his pleather
Hold on.
upholstery.
You
Tetra
guys
tracks
stick
everywhere.
stick it next to your ear. Listen to it. Don't watch it. Well, it might be watch worthy. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Apparently, Jay exposed himself for
Where he
something.
strips naked and starts rubbing his nipples.
Oh shit! Well, that's
Don't
just
give
a
away the
moment.
ending. What the fuck?
Hold on. Let me add Bellin to the stream. Bellin we're watching
Ian is a cunt for spoiling that.
a clip. Be quiet.
Spoiler alert.
Ian, can we post your friend's
Oh, shit, I
painting
fucked up.
in the Discord so we can have the bot come on it? Faggot.
All right, guys. Here's
Yeah,
a little
can we
Pop
put your dad's
Vulture-
face on there?
Pop
We
Vulture
have.
exclusive. Oh my god. Now we're talking about dead friends and dead dads. And look at what producer Jay's doing though.
It's better than
I'm
dead.
a dead
You gotta
cat.
fix that cheat though. You want to do that real fast?
You hear that? I think that it's so crazy that like the entire thing can be broken down into that last 10 seconds right there. Listen to this.
Guys. Here's a
Yeah,
little
can we
Pop
put your dad's
Vulture-
face on there?
Pop
We
Vulture
have.
exclusive. Oh my god. Now we're talking about dead friends and dead dads. And look at what producer Jay's doing though.
It's better than
I'm
dead.
a dead
You gotta
cat.
fix that.
It's better than dead air. Except Ian said it's better than dead air. I can't say it like he says better than dead air. I don't know. He's got that black scent.
Cheat though. You want to do that real fast?
wait.
Yeah, Kenny, go fix that. Go
We'll
fix
put
that
your
fucking
dad's
sheet.
on it too.
That is a small mattress. We might need this.
And then we'll
we might need
cover
to
it
get
with
you a
my
mattress
dad's
shipped, bro.
face, the less shamed one.
It's 1
My
minute
son's-
long, guys.
My son's a chicken guy.
Your sheets
Longer
popping
than
off.
Just in case anybody thinks I'm like irritated that they were talking over the whole thing, absolutely not. I think it's hilarious that they were so pissed off and being so petty that they couldn't even get through the clip without ripping each other apart. So
Off your
Sex
mattress, you
life.
gotta fix that
There's
sheet.
one thing
though.
I want you to
You want to do that
remember.
real fast?
Always talk like
Yeah,
a man.
Kenny, go fix that. Go fix that fucking sheet, please, real quick. That is a small mattress. We might need this. We might need to get you a mattress shipped, bro. Yay!
Amen, brother.
How many times you dookied on it? If you stop masturbating, you might turn into like a crazy intellectual.
Right, he has to stand up.
That's better than Ian.
yourself and Jay go fuck yourself. Have a terrible show. Fuck off.
Oh, Jesus.
Shut up,
Look at that shit on her mouth.
pussy.
You get that when you eat, asshole?
Shut
Ross?
your
You get
mouth.
Those chocolate stains on your lips?
Shut your mouth.
How'd you know?
Do they get
Oh, you're
clumps
talking
in
to
your beard? You got dingle beard?
Oh, shit.
Shut up,
That's your best friend right there. You two faggots have cuddle parties.
Ian. It's your wannabe best friend.
Curl up with that big old ding dong. Yeah, we're gonna be real big, Jay.
I'm coming to Florida, Roth. Can I hang out with you and Jay at my creepy uncle's house? Faggot.
You're the one that drove 200 miles.
What's the matter? You lost your train of thought because you're getting hard by Jay?
Jay, we gotta go. It's Big Hollywood Ian. We can't mess this up.
No, I thought he didn't have weed. I was trying to be nice. You bum.
Jay, we're meeting a big celebrity. Come on, don't
Oh,
fuck
it's all right.
yourself.
I got weed. It's at my uncle's house.
I mean, I'm gonna
Everything's
suck
there.
his dick, and then we'll get to a bigger.
Let's head over to my
Louis J.
uncle's
Gomez,
house.
And then,
He's a
then
creep.
We'll be made men. Jay.
He's a real
Yeah.
creep. We'll just use all his stuff.
Wait, so are you guys not liking each other right now?
Fuck you. Black ass.
Roz is
going on,
fine. He's
Howard?
just emotional. He's a woman.
Yeah.
No, you.
Keep projecting.
Crying about your feelings, was. Yeah, I gotta have the last word.
Get up here, Rev.
Let's keep having the
Keep
fight.
projecting. Keep
I decided
projecting,
the fight is
faggot.
over. I talk like a man. Yeah.
No, Rev.
Find how long till you
can act
try to
like a
find
man.
another way out? Is there another clip we can play to change the subject away from Ian being a pussy?
I do have one of you
Thank
bragging
you.
about being on Howard Stern.
Thanks, play
Sickens
it.
me. I would have to leave and come back because I
Why?
didn't
Because you
upload it
didn't
as a
get
clip.
to be on it. Hostbuster was mad too that he didn't get to be on there. Jealousy rears its head in again, and it's ugly because it's your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, Ross. That's what.
Yeah.
The green monster.
Good comment.
You realize Lewis
Good
didn't
reply.
even want to have you on. I had to fight to get you on that show.
Oh, he loves me now over you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's hard to get on there. Yeah.
Hey, he never
let's
played
all
my
look
rap
forward
disc.
to your
Why did he ever
Another
play my rap
thing,
disc?
another thing he's making up.
Ross Dog making moves in the industry.
That's right. That's right.
We
Stop
hate
being
Ross
jealous.
Dog.
Stop being jealous. Stop being jealous. Faggot.
That jealous
You guys
of
don't
content that
understand.
sickens me.
I'd laugh so hard if Revenge of the Sis goes live tomorrow and they just do a 3-hour breakdown on the breakup of With Apologies. That'd make me like them so much.
I hope they weigh in. It'll still be less than Ian. Fat fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know if you've seen how fat they are, Ross. Your low-level street comment, I'll go to a fat joke. But it doesn't hold up because they're morbidly
good one.
obese. It was cheap. You're a cheap level of humor.
Your wife's here?
People are saying they.
Oh. I'm sorry,
Listen,
Ian. That was a
it
good
co-
one, though.
It cost me 2 buckets of chicken to get that bitch, all right? She was not cheap. That was all the chicken money I had that week.
I'm just kidding.
A lot of chicken.
She's a lovely guy.
She was like, you gonna put gravy on my potatoes?
At least you guys aren't Sam Hill, right?
He's trying to get there.
People are saying
Am
they
I
sense
right?
sexual tension.
Ross
Yeah,
cut
well,
that comment off quick.
My battery's
suck
now at
dick,
close
so-
up.
20%.
Surprised.
So a heads
Yeah.
up, I probably got 10, 15 minutes left.
You guys are also going to lose me soon because I have friends coming over and I
don't
want to
have
hang
friends.
out with someone that doesn't stress me out for a little bit because I feel very stressed right now. I feel
I
anxious.
know, right?
Why?
I feel
Why
like
do you feel stressed?
my life has been upheaved.
I do have a question for Ian.
Yeah, man.
Why? What was
Oh
that?
shit, he's mocking your laugh now.
Weird.
That's as much humor as I can muster.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Big
squirty.
gay owl.
Someone's lived up for me. That's the sound of a man that's ready, Ross. Ready to be pounded.
Hold on.
Good one. Jackson Black. Jackson wannabe Black.
You watch Jackson Black? Ugh.
Yep.
Well, Cosmic, since everybody's out of energy and angst.
All right, Ing, you have. Oh, okay, as soon as you get on here, can you hear me, buddy? Hello. All right, so he's getting his mic ready.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think we're good. I just testing. I haven't used this in a while. So, dude, you have 10 minutes to just go just make this your fucking shining moment, dude. Like the most beautiful
Can
fucking
Can you ask you one question? One question.
Mhm.
How long do you know With Apologies?
since it's well, basically since its inception.
Well, which would be 2 years?
Yeah, I'd say probably about 2 years.
Oh, okay. No, I go on, but I would love you to have a little bit of an impact because I am a fan of with apologies without me being on. You know what I mean? Because people always say that Ross, brings people on so Ian can beat them or whatever.
Oh, you were dead named. You were dead named in this video. That's
No,
right.
no, I wasn't that named in the sense because they mentioned my name, but I want to make a blanket statement about RDA and with apologies, including Ian Ellis. I joined RDA in January of this year, meaning I'm on 6 months. I was never asked to come on a stream. I was never, or on a panel for that matter. I was never asked to leave a panel. I was never asked to say something or not say something. I'm in awe that for all the years I followed you guys through the Chimanam shit and whatever happened with Saints Entertainment, with the whole Howard Stern, Opie and Anthony, Radio Shock fan meltdown, I was always honored that I was accepted from day one, and I was never called out on a stream. I was never put, when they say, well, he is like a lower level guy, maybe we should just break him in or something like that. No, I enjoy being on RDA from day one because it was always entertainment to me.
Do you feel like you're discriminated against because of your ethnicity?
Actually, you know what? My ethnicity never helped me in my life. In RDA, it was never held against me.
That's true. You're right, because it is kind of a strength. It's interesting to talk to a guy who's from like another country and all that shit. It's like, that's true.
No, and you know what? In a sense, maybe I'm a little bit more vulnerable to people of the American, social media network. I was always treated as a human being from day one in RDA. I don't know what other people and I saw Lemonade come through, Sherman Lady, all the other faggots. I saw them go through, and they were given chance after chance and help after help. RDA, I wish they were wild. Maybe I would feel more like home, in a sense. but Click, I want to ask you one thing.
Go ahead, man.
It was actually Ross who brought it up. Ross was the one who said maybe we shouldn't have a Discord live stream. We should make it a StreamYard. And I think him as a producer, he was cut out doing that in a sense. And I think with apologies should be, as it was from the beginning on, a Discord live stream where more than just 6 people could come on, in a sense. All the microphones, all the voices sounded the same. In StreamYard, it's just so different. I think the dynamic that With Apology had, and if I had a pick, With Apologies would be Ian Ellis, CEO. It would be maybe people that calling in and Ross running it, because Ross would be in charge in the sense who comes in, who goes out, and sometimes he would join in. But like in a sense, when you do it in the StreamYard, I think Ross all of a sudden had to, be part of it in a different way. He was no longer the producer; he was just part on the panel. And I don't think.
What happens with StreamYards is you've got like if I see 6 people on a StreamYards, I'm not going to try and pop in on that. I don't want to kick somebody off on that. And so in a way, it limits how many people get on there. But if you're going to be I don't want to say a good producer, but if you don't want people just sitting on there with a mute symbol, you've got to kind of be selective on who you're going to let come on there because of that factor, because people are going to be like, well, there's already a full panel. I don't really want to go on,
that may be as it is, but on Discord there were at times 10 people on. They had their mute mic, like they were muted in a sense, but a J King was on, a Cass, Queenel, they change the name all the time, so I'm not up to date. But, Ian Ellis could pick who to ask. Sometimes he would just ask J King one question and J King would answer. It was funny. It was, I think the dynamic between an RDA Fight Night or RDA StreamYard is different than With Apologies ever was. Because With Apologies existed before StreamYard.
But you know what, Ing? You can't get lightning to strike twice. You can only try to foster like an environment where it's going to be stormy. You know what I mean? Like because it's different. Like it's and especially with this thing where people aren't getting paid necessarily and all that stuff, and there's not people aren't really even getting that many subs off of it. There's a hard incentive to like show up and really put a lot of effort into stuff because at the end of the day you're like, holy shit, that was a lot of work. Or if it's not, then why even do it, right? So it's a very that's the biggest dynamic with these shows, right? At first, so you want to know what I feel like it is? I feel like there's like a honeymoon period with streaming where you're like, wow, this shit's really fucking cool. I can talk to a lot of people. I'm doing that, and then all of a sudden, so it's fun. It's fun. And then it turns into like, wow, I'm like blowing fucking people off in real life to go fucking talk to, 15 corny strangers on the internet. Like you start having these type of thoughts creep in your head. And so then you don't show up once or twice or 3 weeks or a month straight because you're doing real life shit. And then you pop in and like, it's like a revolving door of characters. Now it's like a whole different things going on. It's hard to keep up. And so I don't know. It's definitely, it's a lot, it's a lot to those who are fucking most invested in this world. They're gonna have like the best grip on what's going on and the most popularity.
I get every word you're saying. I get, and I get also that Ross wants to grow it, but he never tried to grow it without Ian Ellis. But let me ask you one thing. Don't you think that With Apology is about Ian Ellis?
Yes, I do.
Well, tell me any other RDA stream where Ian Ellis is in charge.
There isn't one. I think Ian Ellis. I guess what I see With Apologies as is like, this is what I feel like the best episode of With Apologies would be Ross kind of like, making things happen because at that, especially back in the day, they might not need Ross anymore, and maybe that's the problem. And,
but you know why?
And Ross wants to do his own thing, and they can do their own thing. But real quick,
StreamYard. That's why he had a role when it was a Discord live stream. It was a role where he had to chime in, and that was humor itself. The thing is, I learned to be a fan of Ian Ellis. I want his humor. I had to be a fan of With Apologies first before I ever listened to any of his stand-up. Most of it sucks. Where he's good? When there's a heckler or he bombs. That's when Ian Ellis grows. And he does this. That's why he probably is part of With Apologies from the beginning. To check his material, to say things that no one will back him up on, and he knows, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't use it on my stand-up. But it's a different dynamic. Do
you like Revenge of the Sis? Or not? Do you like them? But are you familiar with them?
With whom?
Revenge of the Sis.
Yes.
Okay. So wouldn't it be interesting if Ian and CEO did a show like that? Where they just like, for instance, like let's say it's once a week, right? That's what With Apologies is. They're not going to meet every day, but throughout the week they have different experiences. Different personal experiences, different thoughts that they have, or different current events that they bring to the table. They mix it together, and they each react to the other person's like stories or current events or jokes, you know, I guess, or videos that they bring. I think that's probably the best episode with the and then Ross producing it, you know, and chiming in.
It's funny you say that, because in a sense, the early With Apologies was that. And, you know, it's not that I'm saying we should keep With Apologies as it was in the Discord live years and before we changed it to StreamYard. Maybe it should be a podcast, just Ian, Alice, and CEO. But that would be more to the old With Apologies than it is right now. Because quite frankly, I think Ian Ellis needs someone to bounce off. Ross is not the guy. CEO is to the dot. And you're absolutely right. Better than With Apologies as it was in the old days would be a podcast. Like, I never thought of it. You said it to me. I'm thinking of it the first time. You're absolutely right. The podcast between Ian Ellis and CEO would be awesome.
Like a Revenge of the Sith style, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. And Rostock producing it maybe has to chime in once in a while when they ask, you know, bring him up, Ross, you know, something like it. So you're
and then bring in
right,
a caller every once in a while too, you know, somebody, and like, you know, you give them a quick time limit, maybe like, you know, you got, hey, listen, caller, you got a minute and a half, you like get something off your chest, and then as soon as they're done, hang up on them and then react to what the caller said too, maybe, you know. That's like that's how you get good fucking like topics. I guess you don't even have to. We have a chat nowadays, but I mean the caller is kind of interesting for the audio too.
Yeah.
Back when they had callers, it was
absolutely.
pretty cool.
Absolutely. But, you know, if you do a podcast merge and, you know, Revenge of the Sith style, if you look at that between Ian Ellis and CEO, it would be closer to With Apologies in the old days than it is today with StreamYards. You know, when people, you know, all of a sudden, because Ian Ellis always wanted just to have 1 hour. He rounded up whatever he had to say in that 1 hour. And I fucked up several times. I was on it. I cut him off. I cut CEO off, you know, shit like that. But at the end, maybe it should just be the two of them letting in people, having phone calls, and then decide, you know, if the phone call is funny, fine. If not, just kick him out.
Yeah, and like you said, the StreamYard thing, what it also does is it attracts people who just want to get their image out there because they're able to put their face on camera, and so I feel like there's a bigger draw for people to like showboat and be like, oh, look at me, let me detract from the stream, this is about me, here's my name down in the corner, oh, how many people are watching, and that, you know what I'm saying, and they really don't add anything, and they don't have to add because it's just on camera.
But click, isn't that a thing you do when you're famous? You know, Luis J. Gomez had to be backed to be on our With Apologies. You know what I mean? Like, why not build it up as the two of them? Because quite frankly, especially in the beginning, I didn't get it quite and right away, but it was too many people on. If it's just Ian Ellis and CEO, we could grow a podcast where Luis J. Gomez says, hey, I want to be on it. And then you can have it on for 30 seconds and kick him off and say, Luis J. Gomez sucks. Now we backed him on to be on With Apologies. They went over to his podcast, which was it was hard to listen to, as funny as it was. You know, it's not something, you don't go after celebrities having them on.
I'll tell you this too. It's like this. It's like I have a lot of subscribers from like posting a Joe Rogan video that'll have like 130,000 views, or something else that'll just get like 80,000. You know, I'll get subscribers from that. And then the second I start posting something from like this universe, I see like I'll see things drop, you know, and then I'll see it come back up if I do like a live stream, but it's about this universe. Like I'll get subs that way, but it definitely goes up and down. And so my point, so what I'm saying is like the subs that maybe, because you know, With Apologies is on Ross Dogg's network, right? So Ross Dog does a true crime show, and I shouldn't say that. Let me rephrase that. For a while, that was like, that was true crime oriented. It was this. I don't know. It took a path where it was
Don't
successful.
take it
for him.
back. You're not wrong.
So but he took a path that was successful for him, and it worked out. Yeah. So, but my point is, it was definitely people that were not with apologies type people, and the same way with me, these Joe Rogan subs just. They're not gonna be into the stuff that I'm into, So I get that.
I get it. But here's the thing: we have more. I think it was the fight night last week or the week before. That's when the true crime community descended on the fact we had less viewers, but we had more than we had 8 months ago. And I think the ones we had 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, there are more hardcore, or there are more fans of RDA, and if you have twice as many and half of them are true crime. I actually hope for the fact that true crime and everyone that is just in between just leaves us behind. And the ones that say, hey, they're actually funny, they stick with us. Because especially in the RDA Discord, there are many people, they're ex-true crime. But when you call them out on it and said, hey, haven't you been true crime? It's almost like, oh, I'm so sorry, It's almost like a burden.
I'm not going to lie. It's kind of cool having some of these. Before there was no women around, so it's kind of cool to have females around. And there's so like when females are around, it seems like guys, even in the chat, they're more relaxed. I don't know. I don't know. It's strange. Women have a certain
community,
effect.
In a sense.
Plus you can't be called like an incel community when your chat's full of fucking super hot chicks that are into Chris Watts and shit.
Yeah, no. But you know what? And I think Ross was right on that. He has changed certain ways, certain things. But one thing should not be changed is, with apologies, I think it was a mistake to make it StreamYard. Even though when it was suggested, I thought maybe it's a good idea. But it changed the dynamic. And you know what? I never thought about it. If it would be a podcast like the Revenge of the Cis, this would even be had more of an impact of what I'm looking for, especially Ian Ellis. And Ian Ellis himself, he's funny enough, and you only hear him, once a week for an hour. It's different. But the guy he bounces off the best is CEO. There's no doubt about it. And I think that at many points Ian Ellis was a little bit overwhelmed that he had to deal or kick shit around with so many more people that he didn't know. He's not the smartest guy, we all know that, but he is Ian Ellis. And I would not want to lose the dynamic with Apologies has. And you know what? What you said, making it a podcast like a Revenge of the Sith, that's something maybe we should think about. Or not me, because I'm lower leveling.
Have them both on camera. Just go, just rip Revenge of the Sith right off, just completely. I think that would be a great show.
Well, those two seem to do well, and they're both so boring, both of them. It's actually entertaining to watch them, how they bomb with every sentence, because nothing makes sense. Nothing has to do with reality. And if you don't have a grasp of reality, you can't make fun or have a joke about it.
Yeah. Are you talking about Revenge of the Sith?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Ian Ellis and CEO, because CEO is straight up, and so is Ian Ellis, about shit that happens around. Sometimes, especially with Revenge of the Sith, when it's about Trump or COVID or whatever, there are no jokes because I know they don't get it. You have to get it first.
Well, yeah, they get because they have so much time to fill, you get the feeling that they don't really care about what they're talking about that much. Like, they might care a little bit. It's like Sam, right? They don't care a lot. They care a little bit. But they have to really sell it like they fucking give a shit. You know, it's like, they're really angry about this. Guys, aren't you angry? And it's like, holy shit, dude. You're not that.
So it's
pissed
actually
off, are you?
a good point that Ian Ellis only wants to do an hour. You know, pack it in an hour.
Yes, I
think about it before you
appreciate brevity.
Yeah.
You know, definitely. I like that. I took a journalism class in college, and one of the assignments was we had to take our we had to write like a 250 word article, something short still, right? But then we had to take that same article and get all the same points that were in it and put it into a tweet. You know, and so it taught you like how to really have word economy, right? How to really have punch with what you say. Because, yeah, I mean, and I am guilty of this. Everybody is. You can drone on and so fill the fucking air with just nothing. But, you know, you got to really leave some people with something to think about when you fucking say something.
Well, that has its place, too, at certain points. And we do that in RDA live streams 3 or 4 times a week. You know, they're 4 hours long, and we talk about anything and everything. And you know what I have the most entertaining is when it's not about the drama and true crime that's around us. If it's just, you know, Cosmic talking about his tattoos, I get more out of it than hating Lemonade, because I do that without Cosmic and his tattoos.
Well, because
you know?
because what we really want is a reality TV series when we're listening to somebody. Like how much better, like you don't really give a fuck about Cosmic's take, I mean maybe, on like global warming or whatever, as much as you would love to just follow him and actually see him with his homeboys and actually see him fucking growing mushrooms and selling them to the fucking, you know, white kids down the street. Like that kind of shit. Like that's so much more interesting. Obviously he's not going to do that, but like any nuggets of that are always far more valuable, right?
No, you know what? And I shouldn't say that maybe because it was in a DM. He showed a picture with him and his mom. And to me, he was just an Irish guy who was lost in Texas somewhere. And he said he was half Mexican. And you know what? They lie all the time on YouTube. But when you look in his mother's eyes, who is beyond Mexican, but older, beautiful woman, well, overweight, so am I. Who gives a fuck?
Beyond
no, but
Mexican.
You could see in her eyes and the face. And now I see, actually, when I look at Cosmic, I know he's Mexican. You know, but we know this of each other because we are friends. So when we go on streams during the week, it's a different dynamic. So when I'm looking forward to, with apologies, I want to see Ian Ellis at his best. Or at least trying to be at his best. And the best he bounces off is CEO. That's just the experience of the last 8 months.
He needs to make more money. I'll tell you what he needs. This is what he needs. He needs a job where he makes tips. And this is why I'm going to tell. This is why I advise him to do this, so that he can make a lot more money. He can make more money in fucking 2 days, right? And then have the rest of the week to do his comedy shit if he wants to do that.
Do you mean Ian Ellis or CEO? Because in Canada,
both of
you
them,
make tips through welfare. You know, like
no, they need to make like $500 a day or $300 a day doing something, and then so that they got all the money they need in a couple days, and then they can just chill and fucking do their podcasts and just fucking blow up. That's what they got to do. That or just hang it up. I don't know, and just focus on work and life and just become, you know, healthy, wealthy, and successful. But that's happiness.
I want anything but not for them to hang it up. If they have to change something, let's do it. And you know what? I think Ross is not, I wouldn't say butthurt because if I say that, he said everyone butthurt gets kicked out of RDA server. So I won't say that. I won't say that. But I think as long as Ross was in charge of the live Discord, it was a different dynamic. As soon as it was StreamYard, it went downhill. That's when CEO left. You know,
Yeah, what's
when
really
you look,
fucked up is in reality, we want these people's lives to be as shitty as possible because that makes for better radio, better podcasting. So like, because I mean, if they're doing good and actually making the right moves in their lives, they're not going to be on there as much, or they're going to be kind of like they're not going to have much to talk about. Like if people are just like going through pain and agony and misery or fucking like bullshit, there's gonna be a lot more juice to squeeze out of that. So
yes, Click, but here's the difference. Their lives, Ian Ellis and CEO, will be miserable the rest of their lives. So the 1 hour they're together, maybe we should make it as most comfortable as possible. You know what I mean? So because they have shitty lives, we don't have to interfere with that. And it's not getting better. My life is not getting better. You know? So this 1 hour, the 1 hour we get out of Ian Ellis and CEO together, because that's what With Apologies is about. If you want to get rid of it with Apologies, is you cut out CEO, because those two together is WA to me. And that I think we should maybe support and help on, maybe find a way. And you know what? Till this evening, this is a good suggestion. Let them have a podcast where they get at each other for 1 hour, not more, not less. Because, you know, as soon as it became a StreamYard, With Apologies was not 1 hour, 2 hours, all of a sudden 2.5 or 3 hours. You know, Ian Ellis rage quitting, CEO not showing up, and it was still a With Apology show. It's not if Ian Ellis and CEO are not part of it. Then it's just another RDA stream. It's not even a fight night because no one came there to take someone out. So I think it should be cherished what Ian Ellis and CEO have together. That's what I'm suggesting. So
they should make out on stream.
Oh, well, you know what? We put it on Pornhub right next to Helen's dick. And then we have even more... you have even more fans, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, they could both blow Helen. There you go. Now that would be entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I think that you'd probably get a few OnlyFans subs for that.
Totally, but that's all down the road. That's what we can do out of it. You know, this is what we're aiming at. Let them all blow Helen. Yeah. No.
Do you remember Tara? Do you know Tara? Let's test Ing's knowledge here.
Is Tara's
bum.
The kid, Tara's bum. Yes, she was a cam girl.
Okay.
She was a mod on Chimanam.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the one who actually called him out for doxing someone.
Do you know, were you familiar with her videos?
I only saw the one where she was a frog.
Yeah, that's okay. So you know about the frog. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can't remember where I was going at with that, but see what I'm saying? It's 2:10 a.m. over here, so I'm fucking sleepy, man. But
Click, I only wanted to pick your brain. Thank you for having me on. Have a good night.
No, dude, you're always welcome. Thank you for coming in, bro. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Anytime. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ing. All right, and I think we're gonna just call it a night, guys. Thank you. I love you all.